We are built for this network, for the strong, not the weak.
Greetings, brothers and sisters, family and friends. I am the Minister of Wellness, Nathaniel Jordan. Even the health food stores are mostly junk food. And let's talk about these so-called healthy children foods. Brothers and sisters, we are 33 days away from January the 4th, the Superior Health Fair and Seminar being held right here in St. Louis, Missouri. It is an opportunity to hear me speak live and to come out and not just meet and greet me, but other holistic practitioners and to meet other people who have achieved great success in their health journey, such as Brother Nate Duncan. Come on out. I'm excited. The time is almost here, 33 days away, to go ahead and purchase your advanced entry tickets because the prices will go up the day of the event. 2K20weightloss.eventbrite.com, 2K20weightloss.eventbrite.com. Link is in the description box of this video. Experts warn parents to be careful when buying food and drinks for their kids. Researchers from the University of Glasgow in the UK found that many children's foods and drinks like fruit-based snacks, juices, yogurt, cereals, and ready-to-eat meals, they're lying. They're saying that these things are healthy. Now, for those of you all who keep up with my videos, you know that the stuff that I just named is a bunch of garbage. The researchers found that 332 products investigated from supermarkets, 41% were less healthy than what they are marketed to be. So that means they lie to make money. These products, that's the Western culture for you. Lie and rip off for the sake of $1. These products include juices, cereal bars, cereals, fruit snacks, and yogurts. None of that is healthy. But they're making these health claims. And then, of course, they use cartoons, toys, and other promotions to attract children. They noted that parents trying to feed their children healthy foods are being deceived by food labels claiming the products are nutritious, but which were actually packed with sugar and salt. Such products, most of which were fruit-based drinks and snacks, had labels that say no added sugars. And brothers and sisters, because I can sense the spirit of self-righteousness in some of you concerning that. Well, I mean, come on now, you dumb parents should be reading the labels. So listen, all of us have failed susceptible to the lies of the food industry. OK, and then none of us come out of the womb with the knowledge that we have now. So let's not be so harsh. I mean, it's just the way it is. These devils are very deceptive. They're geniuses. They're very intelligent, and advertising does work. And that's why the best way to defeat advertising is to turn off the TV and severely limit all forms of entertainment as much as possible. Many products also made claims about containing 1 of 5 a day fruits and vegetables, but most did not contain the recommended portion size of 80 grams. The researchers warned that such health claims have created a health halo, misleading parents from the fact that many such snacks were full of sugar. They also warned that the heavy use of cartoons as a marketing ploy have greatly contributed to the childhood obesity crisis. The researchers found that cereal bars contain the highest content of energy and saturated fat, while cereals have the most salt. Results from nutritional profiling tests also showed that many yogurts were less healthy than claimed, containing high saturated fat and low fiber. Ain't no processed food healthy. Additionally, fruit snacks were found to have the highest sugar content. Yes, I used to think that fruit snacks were healthy. I did. 48 grams of sugar per 100 grams. Most fruit snacks, they're claiming to make up for fresh fruits and vegetables. That's a lie, but it's confusing a lot of parents. 42% of the products tested said they had at least 1 portion of 5 a day of fruits and vegetables. However, 3/4 of them did not really contain what they claim. There's no exact portion size recommended for children, but 62.3% of products which made the claim did not even contain 40 grams of fruits or vegetables. Fruit juices. The serving size for most exceeded the recommended 150 milliliters for fruit juice, yet the fruit and vegetable portions for most products did not meet the recommended portion size. Additionally, almost a quarter of the products, mostly fruit-based drinks and snacks, claimed no added sugars in them, but half had concentrated juice or fruit puree as added ingredients. That means sugar. There's different names of sugar. This is deception at work. And of course, all types of sugar, including honey, maple syrup, and all these different type of sweeteners. I've covered that in a different video already, all of the different type of sweeteners. Unless it comes from fresh fruit, then it's not healthy. Most of you all understand that statement. Many of you all will continue to try to ask questions to weave around that statement. The only true, safe, and healthy form of sugar is found in fresh fruit, period. The researchers stress the need for stricter regulations for food labeling, marketing techniques, and product content to lessen the risk of obesity, especially now that childhood obesity is an epidemic. The consumption of less nutritious foods may affect children's health in the long run. 1 in 10 children are obese by the age of 5. This increases to 1 in 5 children by the time they enter secondary school. In fact, childhood obesity is now recognized as one of the most serious public health challenges of the 21st century. Obese children are at risk of having almost every major system of their bodies harmed. Obesity damages the heart, the lungs, the muscles, the bones, the digestive tract, the kidneys. It disrupts the hormones that control blood sugar and puberty and takes a heavy toll on social and emotional health. Furthermore, overweight or obese children are more likely to also be overweight or obese in adulthood, which can raise their risk of disease and disability later in life. So buyer beware. These so-called quote unquote healthy children's foods are not as healthy as claimed. If you want healthy children's foods, those are the foods that grow from earth. Fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, greens, beans, onions, mushrooms, berries, and seeds. TheMinisterOfWellness.com, TheMinisterOfWellness.com, brothers and sisters. That's where you can find my online store. I have several books, DVDs, and high quality supplements you can purchase to help support you in your health journey. Please remember, your purchases are helping to support me as your minister of wellness in continuing this great work the Most High has called me to do. My online store is an excellent way to get what you and your loved ones need while being a blessing to me at the same time. Thank you for your love and support. Please give a $3 to $5 monthly donation to help this ministry spread as far and wide as possible, so others can be blessed with this truth as you are being blessed. My Cash App is $ Minister of Wellness. That's $ Minister of Wellness. However, outside of Cash App, I have several other ways you can donate, and I've listed all of those in the description box of this video. Again, I cannot thank you all enough for your love and support. I can't wait to meet you all in person January 4th for my Superior Health Fair and Seminar being held right here in St. Louis, Missouri. Advance entry tickets only $25. The price will go up to $40 the day of the event. Space is limited, brothers and sisters, and we've already sold a ton of tickets, so don't procrastinate. You can view all the details and purchase your tickets today at theministerofwellness.com under upcoming events. That's theministerofwellness.com under upcoming events.
Ladies and gentlemen, haters and better friends, it's HRap B. I'm about to do it again. This is the End of the Bench podcast. I am HRap B. Let me turn this music down so you can hear me. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in to this foolishness that I call the End of the Bench podcast on Built for This Network. I appreciate you giving me your time, your ear, and hopefully your opinion every Tuesday. 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's the End of the Bench podcast on Built for This Network. I'm HRap B. I'm going to talk about the last 7 days of sports. As you see, the title this week is What's the Real Story? It's a couple stories out there that we need to talk about. Yellow journalism has creeped back into the mainstream media. I have a question that I should have saved for tomorrow's Brothers Gonna Work It Out show, but I'm going to ask it tonight. Kind of bothered me last night watching the game, so I want to get to that. But before I do any of that, I want to again, for the background listeners, for the people in the chat room, I want to thank each and every you and the people who going to download worldwide. In the future, holla at your boy. Thank you for tuning in. And you know what I do every show. I pay homage to my ancestors. I want to thank each and every one of them because without them, there is no me. I send up respect to them. They send down blessings and protections for your boy. Everybody in the Whitmore family, the Pollard family, the Turner family, the Battle family, the Cotton family, the Harper family, the Bailey family, the Lansdowne family, the Legons family, the Duncan family, me and my pops, we make up the Williams clan. We are in the building. And again, guys, I want to thank you for tuning in. If you do not catch me today, you have to leave Earth. You can always catch your boy on several different platforms. Of course, this one that we on right now, Spreaker.com. On Built for This Network, go to YouTube for Built for This Network, go to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Castbox, Deezer, and Podcast Addict. You can get us each and every one of those places, whether it be myself, the number one chief rocker, DJ Knox, Cheers, and DJ Knox, DJ Mookadeen, or anybody else that we bring to the network. You can catch us on all those platforms and you'll have a good time listening to it, I hope. But always, and do me a favor, I need you to go to YouTube now, subscribe to the Built for This Network page, help us get our weight up, create a profile on Built for This Network, follow anytime you see me post anything, hit the follow button or follow Built for This Network and you'll be alright. Now, if you want to be a part of the show, there's an open phone line directly to Built for This Network and the Late Rent Loud Music Studios, and that number is 773-797-2409, 773-797-2409. If you like, dislike, disagree, or just want your opinion heard, be a part of the show. It's always a good thing. There is a wide open situation here in the sports world. And what I mean by wide open situation in the sports world is this. It's a lot of stories, man. It's a whole lot of information out here talking about this and talking about that. And I just want you guys to be comfortable in knowing I'm going to talk about it all. First and foremost, give big ups to the sister Serena Williams. She's back in the place. First championship since she had that baby. Big ups to her. A lot of people doubted the sister Serena. I didn't. I'm not one of those people, but it's a situation where, man, you know what? Sports is primarily dominated by men. Sports media is definitely dominated by men, and men don't know what the hell they're talking about in most cases when we're talking about women in their bodies. A lot of people said she looked overweight. Maybe she did. A lot of people said she needed to get in shape. Maybe she should have. But what men, much like myself, need to realize is this. I was just talking to one of my homegirls this week. Men need to realize at one point, Serena Williams' pelvis separated and a human being passed through her body. You don't get over stuff like that physically in 8, 9, 10 months, maybe a year. It don't happen that way. So when you got people like the sister Serena struggling to regain that dominance that she once had, that's because it was a human being in her body, and now it has evacuated her body. So you got any issues with that? Kick rocks and flip flops. The girl is still on top of her game. I'm not gonna lie to you, ladies and gentlemen. I thought it was over for Serena. I thought it was like, hey man, she a little older, yada yada yada. Hey, I'm still gonna enjoy her, but obviously she won this championship this year. Hopefully, her and Earl, aka Tiger Woods, will get back on track. All right, but if they don't, we still celebrate their greatness. And I'm not going to sweat the technique. I'm going to continue to enjoy the sister Serena as long as she's around. Because y'all know my stance on telling people to retire. When you are a professional athlete like me, I can do this podcast thing for the rest of my life. Of course, as long as I have a brain in my head and that Alzheimer's ain't kicked in and I don't sip too much of this Hennessy over here. This Douce over here. Or this Uncle Nearest. Or these monkey shoulders. I'll be able to do podcasts as long as I want to, but athletes only have a small window, whether it be 1 to 19, 20 years. That's not a long period of time to do something that you've been doing your entire life. So, for the people who always stand around talking about, man, it's over. Won't she get over it? Yeah, we sick of her. I ain't sick of her. I ain't trying to hear it. If Serena want to keep playing and she lose every week, I got her back. That's all I'm trying to say. If y'all don't have her back, that's cool. I understand. That's all good. But I got her back. If you don't have her back, it sucks to be you, but you can suck in the city. So big ups to Serena. Enjoy what you can while you can. Otherwise, you will lose it all along with your mind. Big ups to Serena. There's a lot of conflict in the air right now. What I mean by conflict is this. Major League Baseball is going through yet another scandal. This scandal, in my opinion, leaks off into the sports world in its entirety. A lot of people won't draw these connections, to follow the path, the breadcrumbs the way I'm going to do it. But trust and believe, this is a situation where Major League Baseball, if they don't, you know what, it's too late. The cat is out of the bag. They found out the Boston Red Sox and the Houston Astros both cheated to obtain their championships. And what they mean by cheating is this. Now, there's signs between the catcher and the pitcher. The catcher tells the pitcher which pitch to throw. The pitcher says, I'm comfortable with that pitch, and he throws it. So, when you look at that situation, you know, this is what they traditionally tell us. You still have to hit the ball, but Major League Baseball has done the NFL a disservice, and I'll get to that when I get to the NFL segment. But people like my homeboy D Great and my sister Low Key, they from Los Angeles, they big time Dodger fans, and they were cheated by the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox out of World Series. Nobody wants to say that, oh, well, you would have never known who would have won. Well, the Boston Red Sox took them right straight out. So you can argue that. But the Dodgers went 7 games, and they got boat raced in the last game. The thing is, when you look at Clayton Kershaw, who at the time was 99-1, he had won 99 out of 100 games when he had a 3-run lead. He lost 2 3-run leads. This is so out of character for him. A lot of people will say, oh no, Clayton Kershaw chokes all the time. But if you actually use your muscle memory, you'll realize Clayton Kershaw was starting to shake that jinx thing off. He was shaking that, oh man, You don't show up when the count thing off. And guess what? They were cheating. They beat the man out of his legacy. So therefore, Major League Baseball Commissioner Rob Manfred has issued a 1-year suspension for the former, and I say former because they were fired, they relieved their duties, the former manager and the former general manager of the Houston Astros. Joey Cora, current manager of the Boston Red Sox, was the bench coach. He seems to have been the mastermind behind this, and I'm sure Rob Manfred, once his investigations are done, he's gonna be able to. My man D Gray, big time Dodgers fan, he's in the chat room, and just like I told you, if you create a profile, I'll address what you write in the chat room as well. D Gray said he got cheated twice, and I can't argue with him, man, because if you're cheating, you're cheating. Now, with that being said, I come from the school, if you're not cheating, you ain't trying. And that's just where I come from. But see, there's a level of cheating as well. There's raw, butt naked. Hey, I'm cheating you out of everything you got cheating. And it's gamesmanship cheating. A lot of people don't see a difference, but there is a difference. Gamesmanship is pulling your jersey. Gamesmanship in baseball is a little too much pine tar. If it calls for 1.2, you put 1.28. Not 3, and it's still in the tool, so you cheat, but you're really not cheating. Scuffing up the baseball and things of that nature, that's considered acceptable cheating per se. These dudes are stealing signs. And if you know what pitch is coming and you are an adequate hitter, what will happen is this. You'll put that ball over the gate on a regular basis. Like that last home run and hit off Clayton Kershaw, that ball's still flying, Jack. That ball's still flying, and the Dodgers are looking pissed off, and their fans are pissed off. You got a lot of people out here talking about, well, you know what should happen, man? This is what they should do. They should relieve them of those championships. Well, you can't relieve them of a championship because we saw them win. What you can do is do what you're doing to this general match. Me personally, I think the penalties are not stiff enough. Penalties should be used as a deterrent. And if you're going to suspend me for a year and then one of the good old boys is going to hire me on down the road and give me a cushier job with way less stress, I take it. I'm still a champion. I still can't trip. And it's going to go down like that. So I think they should have been banned forever. You know, like Shoeless Joe Jackson, he is out of baseball forever. He's one of the dudes who are with Chicago, what is unaffectionately known as the Black Sox for cheating. So I believe they should get lifetime bans as well. You tainted the most important event in the sport, and all you get is a year suspension. What's the deterrent for that? Because you get the year suspension, you're making $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 already, or even if you're making a couple million already, you sit down for a year, you get another cushier job because people know you know what you're talking about. People know that you know scouting, therefore you will not sit around. Talent trumps trouble. That's the name of the time. At the end of the day, that's what time it is. So I think these dudes should have at a minimum a 5-year ban with the potential of being banned for life. Because if you want the integrity of your game to be held up, then you kick these dudes out of baseball forever. Alex Cora, the Boston Red Sox, they are not indicating that they're going to get rid of this dude, which is kind of sad because what that means is it's okay to cheat in Boston. We know that already, a.k.a. Mr. Belichick. I ain't call him that. The great Don Shula called him Belichick. I just repeated it. Don't get mad at me. Don't hate the player, hate the game. But here's the situation, y'all. What do you do about cheating in baseball? Baseball seems to be the dirtiest sport in America at this point. You got performance-enhancing drugs, but all I got to say is this. At the time that my man Barry Bonds and my man Roger Clemens was doing that, it wasn't illegal, so you can't really hold that against them. And once these old-ass sports writers fall off and croak, Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens will eventually be in the Hall of Fame. Y'all might as well put them in now and discharge it to the game. But you don't see this in football. You don't see this in basketball. You really can't cheat in football and basketball. You can throw a game in football, but you really can't do that either. It's just a situation whereas you have to do your best to make sure people are on the up and up. Stop being greedy, Major League Baseball. Because you and I both know all the people in Major League Baseball knew what was going on. Y'all just did not give a hot goddamn what was going on. Let's just keep it funky. Let's be honest. Y'all didn't care. Y'all were making money. The Dodgers were back in the World Series. Y'all had the whole LA and all the people, the Los Angelinos that have migrated all over the country and supplanted themselves in other places. You had those people paying attention, and that's what you were looking for. So all this, oh, they up in arms about cheating. Alex Cora, he's going to get the shit end of the stick. And what I mean by that is this. Alex Cora is going to be the mastermind of this. He may lose his job in Boston. He's definitely going to be suspended at a minimum of 3 years because he not only did it in Houston, he went on to potentially do it in Boston. And he's going to be the dude left holding the ball. If you don't believe me, try it. Watch what happens. He's going down for this. And again, if you agree, disagree, just want to participate in the conversation, the number you can reach me at is 773. And I forgot the rest. I am totally retarded. 773-797-2409. That is 773-797-2409. If you want to be heard, or if you agree or disagree, holler at your boy. I give you the opportunity to be heard. Now, Major League Baseball otherwise has been in a very quiet place. We got about a month before pitchers and catchers report, but this is definitely going to be a blackout to the game, and let's see how they respond to this. With that being said, it's time for my favorite sport in the entire world to be talking about. That is NCAA men's basketball. NCAA men's basketball, it has been a hell of a week. It has been a hell of a season. A lot of y'all don't pay attention for another about 3 to 4 weeks, right around the time March Madness is about to kick off. But if you have been paying attention to college basketball, there is another number one team in the nation. There is another number one team in the nation. I get to that after I start at number 10. Moving up 4 spots is my man Coach Cal, Creep of the Year, Slimy, Greaseball, slime ball, excuse me, that was a derogatory statement. Slime ball kind of dude, but I like him. I like Coach Cal. I diss him, but I like him. He is number 10 in the nation. Big ups to the Kentucky Wildcats. I like Coach Cal. Most people don't, but he keeps it real funny. Next thing up is this. It's another school that you all love and love to hate. It is the Florida State Seminoles. You probably love to hate their football team. They moved up from 1 slot from 10 last week. Oh yeah, by the way, Kentucky moved up 4 slots last week. Kentucky, the Florida State Seminoles, a lot of people don't look at them as a traditional powerhouse, but all that money they making down there got to go towards something. Therefore, it may as well go to the basketball program because the football program smells like garbage truck juice. Where's Dayton right now? No one cares about your sissy state. Matter of fact, that's my girl Tiffany Sports and Hills. Your school or your university, the university that is in your state, is the Dayton Flyers. I'm still mad at them when Older Polynice is there. Now that's older man, but they beat Dayton Flyers, knocked out DePaul a long time ago, Tiffany. I'm still mad at Dayton. I ain't gonna give them too much profit. They ranked number 13. Tiffany Sports and Hills had a request. It was granted. I'll let you know. Are you happy now, Miss Sports and Hills? But with that being said, back to the top 10. We only do top 10s here. And she tried to throw her state some love. I'll peep that. You ain't tricking nobody, Sports and Hills. But Florida State, they number 9 in the nation. They moved up 1. Big ups to them. Florida State has had a solid program. They got a brother coach, so you know I got to show them some love. But Florida State. Next up, Team Nike, a.k.a. the University of Oregon, moved up 1 slot from 9 to 8. The University of Oregon is 14-3. They got a promising program. Phil Knight pumping all the money he can in that program. Big ups to the Phil Knights, a.k.a. the Oregon Ducks. Y'all know the Phil Knight. I ain't kidding me. Phil Knight over there financing. Everybody getting fly gear. And you don't think that's, I ain't gonna say nothing. I don't want to mess it up for y'all. School that I told y'all, I keep telling y'all, everybody looking at these top 10s, look y'all, the top 10s is dope. The powerhouses, the Dukes, the Michigan States, the Villanovas, the Whoop-de-Whoops, all those schools is dope. But I told y'all, the one and dones are doing these big programs in. They holding steady just like last week. They number 17 to no San Diego State. Big up to the Kawhi Leonards, the San Diego State Aztecs. They are in the building. Mad love to them. Next up is the Rock Chalk Bill Self snitched on everybody. That's why the feds ain't in his crib. Jayhawks. Yeah, y'all know I feel that way. Suspected snitch. Bill Self. 12-3. They moved down 3 slots because they got up at Trumping. But I'm loving it, man, because these schools, these big schools, they not ruling the roost anymore. If you're going to have to scout, you're going to have to develop, you're going to have to get people acclimated in your program, and that's what other teams are doing. Kansas is usually a solid program. Bill Self is an excellent coach, but I think he a low-key snitch. Nobody want to say nothing. Big up to Bill Self. The Butler Bulldogs, 15-1, moved up another slot from number 6 to 5. It's going down. Butler's in the building. Auburn, number 4, 15-1, they moved up. Y'all know how I feel about this school. I'm never going to say the coach name. Holler me on the internet and I'll tell you, I never say his name live. Even though Duke did not lose, they're 15-1. They're number 3 in the nation, but they play some Rudies, and another team plays some Gangsters, so they moved down 1 slot from number 2 to number 3. Duke is in the building. Coach K from Chicago, Land actually from Chicago, so I got to give him love. Next up, the Baylor Bears. They in the business of upset Sunday. They moved up 2 slots. It went down. It goes down. They beat the Rock Chalk Jayhawks. I'll let your boy. The Bears are in business. The number 1 team of the nation is no longer considered a mid-major, a lower mid-major. They're getting their real props. The Gonzaga Bulldogs holding it down. Big ups to them. They're the number 1 team in the nation. How they boy. Now, even though she did a little preemptant, big ups to the little schools, I'm going to the schools that nobody's paying attention to, of course. Y'all know I got to give love to the greatest state in America. This state, one of the few states with a city founded by somebody that looked like me. Jean Baptiste du Sable, Illinois. University of Illinois, they're in the building. Had to get it up to them. But the teams I want people to pay attention to, the teams that I want people to pay close attention to, are teams like the West Virginia Mountaineers, the Dayton Flyers, the aforementioned Dayton Flyers, the Wichita State Shockers, the Colorado Buffalo, and I want people to pay attention to Texas Tech. The reason I'm doing that is every week I want y'all to not have to wonder who are these teams doing the damn thing in the tournament, and those are some of the teams that's going to do the damn thing. These dudes they are laden with upperclassmen. They are experienced, they're coached well, they're extremely athletic, and for whatever reason, the big boys don't have the good common sense to put these guys on TV so you can enjoy it. That way they can make even more money because you will be like, oh, I saw homeboy get down and I'm going to check them out in the tournament. But they not that smart. They just get the money and run. Holla at your boy. Keep that. I will keep you updated with the big time basketball. This is my favorite sport, and my second favorite sport ended last night. Big ups to basketball. Are you ready for some football? The national championship situation was settled last night. I can't believe I'm moving way too fast, but that's okay. The national championship picture came crystal clear last night. Big ups to the Clemson Tigers for coming in at number 2. And if the Clemson Tigers came in number 2, that means the LSU Tigers are the number 1 team on earth right now on the collegiate level. Big ups to my man Ed Orgeron. I didn't have a dog in the fight last night. I do like Ed Orgeron, big time defensive line coach at several schools wherever Ed shows up. Ed is when they are winning. The reason I really like Ed Orgeron is because everybody they question his intelligence because he's a good old boy. He's a Bayou boy. They question his intelligence. He was not a stuffed shirt. He was not speaking the way they speak on ESPN. He was not part of the establishment. Ed Orgeron is a good old boy. Like he said last night after they won the national championship, I'm going to go get me a couple of beignets and I'm going to go home and eat me a ham sandwich. This makes him, in my opinion, a regular guy. And regular people don't get jobs like head coach for the LSU Tigers. And they questioned his intelligence. They said he didn't know what he was doing. He went and got a coach from the Gary Brady from the New Orleans Saints, who was an assistant, and put him in play, and elevated their team to national champions. You have to love Ed Orgeron, because the way they look at Ed Orgeron is in a lot of cases the way they look at me and you. Of course he's not a brother, but when you are poor in this country and you're not trying to be a part of the establishment, they look down on you. So a win for Ed Orgeron is a win for every working class person in the world who's been skipped over because of the way they look, sound, or act. Only issue I have with this is these people jump like they always do on these major networks. They jump clean out the window with this greatest team ever. Look, Joe Burrow, I don't have an argument for greatest season by an individual player in the history of the game. I don't have an argument for that. No sane person has an argument for that being the greatest individual season in the history of the game. He won all the awards, he broke all the records, and he won a national championship. That means you may have had the greatest individual season in the history of the game. I'm not going to argue with that. I mean, a lot of people might say Barry Sanders with the 2,800 yards. Back then, they used to, it was 2,600, and he had another 225 in the bowl game. They didn't let you count the bowl numbers then, but they can count them now. So, but Barry didn't win the national championship. So I'm going to give it to Joe Burrow. I have no problem. Now, you can say that's one of the greatest teams in the history, or the greatest team in the history of LSU. If I'm not an LSU expert, I'm cool with that too. But when you start jumping out the damn window saying this is the greatest team that you've ever seen in football, and let's not forget, 85% of the season, these dudes couldn't stop a nosebleed. They were just outscoring it. The University of Texas, who ended up on Rudy Poo Row, who ended up on straight Poo Butt Row, took these dudes to the wire. So, if this is the best ever, how y'all letting Poo Butt take y'all down? See, it's easy to do that. You caught up as the predator, caught up as the prisoner of the moment. Oh, they killed, they kicked ass. We need to respect what they did. We should respect their championship. I have no issue with them being a world champion. But I just happen to see a football team with Sean Taylor, man beast. They call the man Meese. With Ed Reed, with Jeremy Shockey, with Greg Olsen, with Andre Johnson, with Jonathan Vilma, and a host of others. This team put 20 people in the first round into the National Football League. And y'all trying to tell me this is better than 2001 U, 2000 U, 2003 U? Y'all are outside y'all. I mean, the 98, 99 U, y'all outside y'all damn mind. All those pros that came from you, look, it may be a bunch of pros that come off this team, but I doubt if you ever see anything like the U team. Even in the early 2000s with Dewey, y'all know him as the Rock, with Dewey Johnson, with Warren Sapp, with Ray Lewis and that crew, and Jesse Armstead, and then that didn't even count Ed Reed and them in that crew. That's not even counting that crew. So to say, and they won a national championship as well. That U team was trying. Look at it this way. At one point, the U had Edgerrin James. Edgerrin James left early, so Clinton Portis was following up. Clinton Portis leaves early, and then Willis McGahee. And then Willis McGahee, he leaves early, just in time to get my man Frank Gore. Frank Gore leaves on time, and Jarrett Payton, he didn't have a big time year, but he did make the pro. These are dudes standing on the sideline, though. So, look, LSU Tigers, mad love to y'all, mad respect. But y'all outside, y'all damn mad if y'all think y'all better than that U team. But I ain't tripping, man. HRap, I'm hearing the LSU team is one of the greatest teams ever. Question: do you think these SEC teams would have won a national championship or could beat USC and Reggie Bush team? Keep it 100. Yes! They could have. Because, okay. Damn, that's a great question. I'm a man, Ben for BS Street Sports. Thank you, Ben, for coming in, supporting this program. The answer to that question is yes. Reggie Bush and that crew were awesome. But I'm being a former DB. Hell no. Come on. The D grade with the LA bias in the building. But I think they could have because D grade. Let me show you why. I'm not saying that USC couldn't compete with these dudes. I'm not saying that USC wouldn't have beat these dudes. I'm not saying that. But the run that USC went on and the run that the SEC is on currently, the reason I say it's different is this. USC was built on speed and the SEC is built on size and speed. Look at it this way, D-Grade and Ben. Look at it this way. Do you want a man on your team who's big and fast, or do you just want a dude that's fast? Reggie Bushner was built on technique, which is awesome. Don't get me wrong, love Pete Carroll, but they were built on speed and finesse. That's why Texas was able to slow them down and handle them, in my personal opinion. I'm not going to be foolish enough, D-Grade, to tell you the SC would have never won, but it wouldn't have been that type of dominance. Now, the real question is, could these teams compete with the U? I'm telling you, man, that U situation was insane. I'm talking about from the time Jim Kelly graduated when Benny Testaverde left, took over, clean through the Ed Reed, Jeremy Shockey crew. Ain't nobody messing with them dudes, man. I'm sorry. They were big, they were strong, they were fast, they were ferocious, they were cocky. USC will always go on the road and say serve any team. No, D-Grade, you hear me wrong. I don't think that they were not. I'm not saying that they were not excellent representatives of the championship of championship football in the NCAA. These dudes in the SEC big. They big and strong and fast. This LSU team could not even beat the 85 Oklahoma team. Hey, bro, now I'm saying you're wrong. I'm going to go ahead and say you're wrong on that one. The 85 Oklahoma Sooner with Jaleel White, don't get me wrong, man, Jameel Wright, arguably, if you ask me, people call Tommy Frazier the greatest option quarterback in the history of the world. I say it was my man Jameel White. He wouldn't have got caught up in that drug situation. He'd have been in the pros and doing something special. But the Oklahoma Sooner team can't throw, D-Grade. The Oklahoma Sooners are exactly what they try to put my man Lamar Jackson in that box. They were one-dimensional, but they were big, they were strong, they were fast. I don't know, D-Grade. I can't see it, D-Grade. Barry Switzer was a one-trick pony. He was gonna punk you out. These LSU Tigers. I don't think them 85 Sooners could beat your USC team, to be perfectly honest with you, D-Grade. Because once they start throwing that ball in the air, it's going to be a problem. I understand that you had big-time dudes, Dixon, Hampton Dixon, and those dudes in the secondary. But I'm telling you, dog, I don't know about them damn Sooners. The SEC, and the Pac-10, they always put out quality products. But that Big 12, man, Oklahoma Sooners, if you got out in front of them, they was just trying to run out the clock. Them and Nebraska tried to run out the clock, and if you didn't run out the clock, you was gonna lose. If you made them score, they were gonna lose. So I'm rolling with you with the SC, but not the damn Sooners. Barry Switzer was a dog on the coach side of the game, and I can't go D-Grade. But back to what I was saying, man. This dude, Joe Burrow, and and the LSU Tigers, they put that thing in the air, D-Grade. It's gonna be hard for your Sooners to keep up. Now, if Matt Leinart and Reggie Bush and what was his name, Steve Smith and that crew, and Lindale White, if they want to throw it in the air with this LSU team, that'd have been a game. But I just think they too big, they too strong, they too fast. Only teams that like Chief Rockers are Ohio State Buckeyes. I don't think them old school Florida teams could keep up with them. The U and the team that they beat last night. Yo, Clemson Tigers, man. The Clemson Tigers, but I would have to go Clemson Tigers, Deshaun Watson, because I don't think your man that smooth, D-Grade. That's my man D-Grade, Super DJ. from Los Angeles, California. D Gray, I don't think your man Sunshine, he ain't cutting the mustard, man. A couple times last night, if they'd had a microphone on his jersey, you'd have heard him scream, "I ain't got it!" right when he was letting the ball go. Because he was shook by the end of the game. And he don't throw the deep ball too well. If you put Deshaun Watson on that team last night, it'd have been a hell of a game. I don't think your man got what it takes. I'm just saying. I ain't knocking your boys. Because I'm a big time Deshaun Watson fan. I used to like Kelly Bryant. And I also used to like, I like Deshaun Watson. And my man, he chopping it up with me on Twitter, Taj Boyd. Shout out to my man Sean Boyd. He listening in the background. But I ain't trying to hit, dog. I ain't trying to hit that Oklahoma thing. But that's what I want to talk about. It's funny that this is when I mentioned earlier in the show, yellow journalism. Yellow journalism is when you print cowardice stuff to support your own situation. And why I said yellow journalism is in full effect is this. All I heard last night was this. The homie from Sunshine has another year to grow. He has another year to grow. He has another year to grow. They question him. But this dude has never survived under adversity. Look, I know 334 and a couple of Alabama people going to be mad at me, but if Coach Nick Saban wasn't a dumbass, they would have won. Oh yeah, number 8 was getting booked. Number 8 was getting booked by Jefferson and Chase last night. But again, that goes to the coaching of your LSU Tiger. Your Clemson Tigers. Dabo and the defensive coordinator was supposed to give number 8 some protection over the top. They kept playing that one bomber safety. They should have been playing 2 deep. Once you seen Chase cooking, buddy, he's supposed to got coverage. He's supposed to got coverage over the top. Everybody have a bad night. Homeboy might be good in the pros, but he just had the worst night in the history of his life. He might cost himself $4 million after last night. That's all I'm saying. But I really didn't like the way they was trying to dress up Sunshine and make it seem like he didn't have a horrible night last night. He did. And when I get into this professional section, you will see what I mean. And all I heard was, well, good thing he has an opportunity to come back to school next year because he'll be able to redeem himself. Trevor Lawrence, he didn't have such a bad game. Trevor Lawrence did not rise to the occasion, be great. You are right. Trevor Lawrence is not the entire team, but the entire team didn't get shut out in the second half, damn it. Only time they scored is when my man turned the ball over. Trevor Lawrence did not show up. If Sunshine was Marcus Jones from South Central or Cleveland, we would feel the same. We would make these statements. No, we wouldn't even make these statements. No. It ain't got nothing to do with who he is, D. Great. That ain't my get down. Trevor Lawrence didn't show up. Grown man Macaulay Culkin over there at LSU, he showed out, man. Trevor Lawrence didn't show out, bro. I'm just saying. And when I get to the professional segment, you'll see what I'm talking about. Trevor Lawrence does not throw the deep ball well, D. Great. I ain't got no issue with the boy. The boy looked good, but okay. How about this, D. Great? Let me ask you this. When the season started, the conversation with Paul Feinbaum and the rest of the boys on the good old ESPN, they was telling us that Trevor Lawrence was going to be the Heisman Trophy winner, and they was talking about how he should go to the XFL, and they were pretty much taking the Heisman Trophy to his house. There's only one way you lose the Heisman when you playing like that, is you play yourself out of the Heisman race. They were saying that he was pro ready now. They were saying 6 months ago that Trevor Lawrence should sit out and go to the pros next year. Don't risk it. And he played himself out of it. He didn't play as well as Justin Fields. He didn't play, what's the boy name at Oklahoma? I can't think of his name. And they were saying that chump couldn't even throw. He didn't play as well as Taylor up there in Wisconsin, the running back. He didn't play as well as Joe Burrow. All I'm saying is, all this jocking of this dude, and he played like a sophomore. HRap, when you get the film on any player, the game changed. Nah, not really. Because, they had the film on my man Deshaun Watson. They had the film on that bum-ass Tebow. They had to film on Cam. They had to film on. They got to film on a lot of people. You just got to show and prove. Oh no, I ain't saying Home Alone gonna be cold next year in the league. I don't know. He got 24 stars under his belt, D-Gray. I'm not finna tell you that he gonna do that next year. Because look, here's the get down. Let's not forget that Home Alone had 60 touchdowns and 6 interceptions this year. And he had 18 touchdowns and 7 interceptions last year. Let's not forget that. Because he was playing like that was truck juice last year. So I ain't finna act like, oh man, Home Alone was killing it. No, Joe Burrow was not killing it. And he got mad and when he broke his hand, and Haskins beat him out at Ohio State. So they ain't like this dude a world beater. But Trevor Lawrence folded last year. Jake Fromm is another one. Jake Fromm don't fold. He may not stand up and show out, but he don't fold. I think Trevor Lawrence folded last night. That's just my personal opinion. And all I heard was, that's true. My man D-Ray said all good. LSU, LSU played a better game. They are open, sissy. My girl Tiffany Sports and Hills trying to harass me. She thinks she bad. Call in not Miss Sports and Hills. They are open. Trying to be all bad. But that go to nothing, sissy. Bam! But no, I ain't dissing him because of who he is. I'm dissing him because he didn't show out. He didn't show out. If you a dude who the whole world is saying, oh man, Blood should be drafted in the first round. He the number 1 pick. Just like the boy over there at Oregon. Just like Jalen Hurts. All these dudes are big time in high school. Kelly Bryant. Remember, you're a Clemson fan. You're very familiar with Kelly Bryant. He did not show and prove either. Therefore, if you don't show and prove, I got to call you out, man. That's all I'm saying, D-Gray. I ain't mad at you, man. Like I told you, low key on the real low key side of the game. No pun intended, low key. I like Clemson. I'm not a Clemson fan, but I like them because I like their quarterbacks. I like Taj Boyd. I don't like Steve Fuller bum ass, but I like Taj Boyd. I like what's his name? Kelly Bryant. Of course, I like Deshaun Watson. Trevor Lawrence ain't living up to their statue. Remember, they set Kelly Bryant, undefeated Kelly Bryant, down for Trevor Lawrence. If you get benched, you need to be kicking ass through perpetuity. You should never have an off game, especially the biggest game of your life. But I mean, he is a sophomore. He's an authentic sophomore. He was the number 2 player in the year. Now the delusional Cowboy fans are in the building. D-Gray has done it. I got to go ahead and give you this right now. Because you know them Cowboys ain't going to no Super Bowl next year. Go ahead on with that nonsense, man. Come on, D-Gray. You know better than that. You know better than that. Even though I'm rooting for Dak Prescott. You know I'm a big time Dak Prescott fan. And I noticed Tiffany Sports and Hills ain't called. She was talking all that bad stuff a second ago. She still ain't called. She ain't called. Because she know. We ain't talking about no damn track on here. This is nighttime. This ain't T. Proctor show. We ain't talking no track. You better be on here talking about them damn Ravens you call this show. But on the serious side, D-Gray, I ain't dissing your boy. Vegas Raiders. Oh yeah. Phone ain't working. You know what? I don't know what you talking about. Let me see something. You just doing this because you black. Because I'm finna test my own phone now. It's working for me. It just worked for me. I called me and it rang. I got you blocked, probably. What's your number? You probably blocked. Because I see you got a Ravens hat on your avatar. Go ahead on. No, call for real on the real side, Tiff. Call in, please. Because I just tested it and it worked. Answer your damn phone. Hey man, I called myself and it worked. I don't know what y'all problem is, Junior. 773-797-2409. It ring when I call. It's cause I'm black. Y'all sweating me because I'm black. That's all it is. The white man sent y'all up here to bother me. But back to what I was saying, man. It was a great game last night for a little while. Let me see. I think I got D-Grade phone number. And I got Tiffany Sports and Hills phone number around here somewhere. I find your number, I'm going to call you. Since y'all trying to diss me. One second. When I find your number, Sports and Hills, I'm calling you. I'm tired of you with all this nonsense. You think you bad. You ain't bad. I know I got D-Grade number. As soon as I get off the phone with D-Grade, I'm calling you, Sports and Hills. Tired of y'all. Oh, there go D-Grade right there. Now I'm calling you, chunk. I'm calling you, D-Grade. Answer your phone now, D-Grade. D-Grade ain't answer this phone, y'all. He talking crazy to me. Now D-Grade ain't answer. Let me find Tiffany Sports and Hills number. I type 90. I knew I typed 90. That's what I said. Alright, D-Grade. There, I sent you the voicemail. You called my number. You ain't called this old number. It's 09. It's 09. I'm not bad. I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy. Call back. One at a time. I ain't high tech yet. This is the Late Rent Live Music Studios. Late Rent Loud Music Studio, hosted by the End of the Bench is in the Late Rent Loud Music Studios. He's one of y'all, any one of y'all, I dare one of you cowboy or Raven lovers to call. Birds and cowboys, any one of y'all. Dead bird. I come from a state where it's Indians, where we kill cowboys and we kill birds. We got feathers in our hat. Either one of y'all, I got your number now, Sports Hills. I found it in my phone book. I'm waiting on you. You know what? I'm sick of this Sports Hills. She thinks she bad. She thinks she bad. And ain't talking about no track. Chief let you talk about track and field. This ain't Chief's show. I'm cussing you out. You say if you say track or field, you get popped. That's all I'm saying, Tiffany. See, Chief nice. I ain't nice. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tiffany Sports and Hills inaugural get down. Tiffany Sports and Hills is in the building.
Legitimately called, talked about something you said that had nothing to do with track and field. You tried to diss me because you know I couldn't call in, but it's all good, HRap.
I ain't trying to diss arguing. But I know you love track and field, and this is winter sports show.
Track and field is a winter sport. It's called indoor.
No. This is an outdoor winter sports show.
Whatever. So, I'm not fooling with you today. I called because you talked about, them saying LSU was the greatest team of all time. And so this is where I attribute that to. And I've been saying this for like 2 years. I've been saying this. Okay. I can't stand these new class of former NFL wannabe announcers, the whole go straight to network television, into the, the status quo network television shows. I can't stand it because these guys aren't studying. They don't really speak a lot of facts. And it's annoying to me that you can literally discount entire generations of NCAA football players and teams and say the team is the greatest team of all time. Like, stop it. Like, totally literally, and it's the same thing that happens with music. I'm sorry?
I totally agree with you.
I didn't hear you.
I said I totally agree with you.
I can't do it. I can't do it. These people, it's like the same thing happens in music. Such and such says this rapper is the greatest of all time. Like, so what happened? Like, are you going to forget the 90s, which is probably the best hit 90s and early 2000s, which is probably the best time in hip-hop history? Like, are you literally going to, because these kids don't know. Like, they weren't born into the 90s, so they could possibly not know about the U team unless they go on YouTube and watch it. But we all lived through that shit. We all lived through that. So it's like, come on, man. Like, how can you literally say that this team, they didn't go undefeated. We know that the quarterback will go to the Bengals. So let's just put that out there. He's going straight to the Bengals. But we don't know where these guys are going to go. And you telling me this is the greatest team because they won the national championship? Come on, son. I can't stand it. It's like these guys don't study. They just write down what they hear or what they see. And that's it. That's it. That's all they do. They don't do any research. They don't know about anybody other than, the greats, the absolute greats, the Jim Browns. And, come on. Everybody knows who Jim Brown is. So what about everybody in between?
But you know what?
Like, even when you listen to them talk about the style of people's play, they don't compare players from past. They compare players from, 2010 to 2020. Like, that's not a comparison.
Exactly.
Like,
But see, the thing is, Tiffany, what it is they're going by when we were younger, I'm assuming you and me, you around the same age. When we were younger, people on TV actually knew what they were talking about. They wasn't just reading statistics. And what they do is do like Rob Parker did one day on his show. Rob Parker did this on his show one day. He said, he said this the other day. Well, when the Kansas City Chiefs came back, it was gift wrapped to them. He only scored on a few touchdowns and they were very short, but he didn't mention the fact that he also scored on 4 70+ yard drives. So we are a statistic driven culture. So we, it's about substance. It's about style these days, not substance. And these young people don't know what the hell substance is. So style points is record, like you to reference hip hop, is record sold. It's record sold and not actual good music. Because if you want to go by record sold, you would say Vanilla Ice is the greatest MC of all time. MC Hammer's the greatest MC of all time. That's why you don't get that situation. You don't get a quality opinion, because all they do is say, hey, you got this many stats and you got this many of that. If we went exclusively by stats, Michael Jordan wouldn't be the greatest, or wouldn't be considered the greatest, because Michael Jordan don't own any major records. He don't own anything, but when you watch, you don't see anyone else in the history of, not many people in the history of the league dominate like Michael Jordan. So I totally agree with you. It's about substance, not style these days. And if you really want to get the crux of sports, you will go with substance and you will win every time. So I totally agree.
And I'm going to tell you something else. It comes in account. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
Can you hear me?
Perfectly.
Okay.
You're coming through loud and clear.
All right. So the other thing is, it's about relevancy. So
yes.
They don't consider what happened in the 90s, in the 80s, and early 2000s as relevant to 2020. So you got these statistics guys who go to school for this. Like, this is what they go to school for numbers. And then they get some kind of social media person who says, well, this data is really not relevant anymore. So we need to have data that's more relevant to the people who are in our audience, which they're trying to target the younger audience because that's what spends the money, right?
Exactly.
So that's why when these guys come on here and make these ridiculous claims about being the greatest, I just roll my eyes, because I know that they didn't do no research themselves. They don't have anybody. They don't even bring up anybody to compare it to. They literally just make a blanket statement that this is the best NCAA football team we've ever seen. But they don't say compare to the 99 U or blah blah blah. They don't do that. They just make a blanket statement. So
exactly.
That's why I was calling in while you was trying to be a smarty.
Uh-oh.
And don't diss the UD Flyers, by the way. University of Cincinnati is my basketball team, but UD Flyers is doing real well up there in Dayton unexpectedly. So I'm trying to give them a little shot. And they was in the top 10 for a few weeks there. So that's why I give them love.
I show all the teams that they call mid-level teams love, because those are the teams that's going to be dominating the game of basketball in the near future, because when they remove that one and done, people will be going to the pros, and then at that point, it's going to be about recruiting and player development again, and being really good quality NCAA basketball.
Yeah, and UD got that. I think he's a 7-footer. He's a monster. So I mean, hey, be looking out for that. But anyway, don't try to diss me no more. I mean, I have other stuff to say other than track and field.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy. I'm sorry. Shout out to Tiffany Sports and Hills. Much love. Please keep your ears on, cause I got 2 people keep calling me and they cussing. They in the background cussing me out, saying, "Let me get through HRap." Thank you for the love, Tiff.
All right.
Much love. Thanks. That's Tiffany Sports of Hills. Now call back, background listener, Deep Great, and whoever else that was. Call back. And if you don't, sucks to be you. And then D Gray was cheering on Tiffany in the background. We supposed to be brothers, man. She ain't got no show. You supposed to be rolling with me, man. But like I was saying, man, I don't have a problem with my man Trevor Lawrence. I hope he succeeds. I'm a player's guy. But I saw a little flinch in him. But guess what? I saw a little flinch in Derek Carr, and I saw a little flinch in what's the man named Tom Brady, and y'all consider him the GOAT. So I saw some flinch in his game too. So I mean, look at him. He flinched, and look at him now. He the greatest of all time. So hey, if you flinch, you still alright. That's all I got to say. Now, with that being said, I see my man D Gray scared to call me. He don't want none. I'm finna call D Gray because he was ready to talk crazy, and I saw him in the background talking about get him Tiff. You better not answer. Yo, I'm calling D Gray because he tried to call me out. I don't appreciate that. I'm finna take over the Gudio. I'm finna call my show the Rappio. It's ringing, y'all. And just in case D Gray wants some, he finna get it, y'all. He better not answer. Is this the owner of the Gudio?
What up?
Is this the owner of the Gudio?
Yes, it is, sir. What's cracking with you?
Man, what you say, man? You was talking
What
real
you
bad
talking
in the
about?
chat room, homie.
Hey, first thing I want to say, fuck Ohio State and the New York Giants. Can I say that first?
Oh, yeah. Big up to that. All right, there you go.
Wait, did you hear what I said?
Yeah. You coming through loud and clear, brother.
Hey, what's wrong with you? I
You
said,
coming through loud and
F
clear.
Ohio State and the New York Giants.
We
Yeah,
heard
okay,
you.
cool.
We heard
What you want to talk about, man?
Hey, you called me, Jack. You
Oh,
called
okay.
me.
I had to say it. I said it. Oh, yeah. I said what I had to say. You know, so LSU played a good game. You know what I'm saying? Sunshine did what he could do and what he could not do. He can't have a perfect game all the time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, and I know this is not referring to you because we had this conversation before. But it seems like this dude get a lot of heat because he's white. It's like people hating on this dude because well, I ain't gonna say people because a lot of people love him, but a lot of black people is pissed off because this dude is white and he balling. You know what I'm saying? And he just happened to be on a team that, you know, that grew up in my family. So, you know, I mean, it's all good. I ain't saying the dude is the best quarterback ever. I ain't never.
Oh, man, you get dissed in the
If the dude was Marcus Jones, he would not be getting this much heat. He'll be getting more support than he would be getting hate. You know what I'm saying?
In a second, when I switch over to pro football, you're going to see why I threw a little shade at him. I don't think I threw no shade at him, but you're going to see why I hit him in the head with a little shade because it was starting to get ridiculous, D-Ray. And you're going to see why, and I guarantee you might even call back and say, okay, I see why you did that now. Because,
hey, trust me. That's not to cut you off, big bro. I understand. I know. I see both sides of the coin. I could argue on both sides of the coin. I understand the media and what the people say about. I know the game, bro. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes when you hear it all the time, I guess it's a catch-22 because we always hear it all the time on TV from the media, from these sports shows, from these white cats always bigging up all these other dudes and downplaying our brothers. You know what I'm saying? I'm not never going to downplay none of my brothers. You know, so I support them 100%. You know, it just I'm more about the fundamentals of straight fucking football. You know what I'm saying? And like you always been teaching us, man, you run to win the game. You pass the score, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You never win, you throw the score. Yes, sir.
And I believe that wholeheartedly.
Hey, I just think he was a little shook last night. He came out on the cocky side, which I don't mind him coming out cocky. I like it better when you're talking trash, because now you got to stand up or fold up. And I think he did fold up last night. You know what I'm
saying? And he probably did. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he did, because they fucking lost. You know what I'm saying? I felt like that they didn't challenge LSU like they should have challenged them down the field, because LSU defense is not all that great. Not all that great. They did better in the second half of the season. Well, it was teams scoring 37, 20-something points on LSU. Was shutting people out. That's why I said they can never put this team as one of the greatest teams ever. I don't give a fuck if they 15. I don't give a fuck if they 25 or no. Their defense is not all that great.
Yeah, their defense is horrible.
Alabama, a weak-ass Alabama team put up 40-something points on them. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah, their defense is horrible. Horrible. And
after that, Mississippi State put 37 on their ass.
Hey, check it out. Even Marcus Spears, an alumnus from the university, said, nah, this ain't one of the greatest teams ever. Now, you know when the people who graduate from your university saying, nah, y'all gonna have to cut that out. Y'all gonna have to pump the brakes on that. You know it's something going on. Because they usually roll with their school, and Marcus Spears is like, I ain't gonna be able to do all that with y'all.
Right.
So yeah, I'm in total agreement with you.
But you know,
it was a great game. It was a great game for most of the game. And one team gotta lose. And see, that's again, when I get to talking about this pro football, you'll see where I'm going with it. It's just, I'm tired of the blame game. I'm tired of people being called out like as if nobody in the history of the game has had a bad day. You have, don't nobody like to talk about this, but what about when Gary Payton put Mike on that ice? Well, Mike was out here scoring, giving everybody, every finals besides the Gary Payton finals, Mike shot 50%. Mike shot 46% with Gary Payton was out there. We don't talk about that because he won. So, I am not going to go along with that. And my thing is, my issue with Trevor Lawrence is not with Trevor Lawrence, it's with the media and how Trevor Lawrence has an opportunity to get better. And other people they didn't wrote the book on how to beat you.
Right. I feel you. I agree. And that's why sometimes we can't really listen to what these fools are talking about. You feel me?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we always say turn the TV down. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You know, but you still want to hear the other side of the coin what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't tell me that if you're gonna get on a sports show and talk shit and talk about this and that, you gotta hear the other side to have a debate, right? You know what I'm saying?
But you know what, D-Great? This is why I listen with the sound down. Last night, the homie Joe Burrow ran. He broke out of the pocket, ran up the middle of the field, was going down, and the ball hit him in his helmet. And he hit one of the dudes from Clemson hit his helmet against the ball, right? They tried to say, I just happened to be listening at that point. They tried to give him credit on how he fumbled. I can't listen to that, D-Grade. That's not the other side of the coin. You cheering for this dude now. He was like, did you see how he fumbled? Even Bomani Jones was on Twitter saying, did they just try to give him credit for fumbling? I can't listen to that, dog. Right. Yeah, I can't listen to that.
They on this job. It's all good. We gonna see how he can take it to the next level. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Hey man, I'm gonna get off this thing. 'Cause I know you got so much information to talk about. To hear me talk about Chief sorry ass teams. That's right. Number one Chief Rocker jersey for your sorry ass Giants. Your Yankees that you like. That go for DJ Knox too. He's a Giants fan. Yeah, I'm talking shit. That's right. It's shit talking time because it's off-season time. And guess what? Both our teams and all our teams are going to be on the Super Bowl couch watching the Super Bowl this year. You know what I'm saying? So, Chief talking all that Ohio State shit. Y'all lost to us again. Get out of here with all that. And I'm gone. Peace, brother.
And I wish I had a mic drop. Holla at your boy. That's D-Greatest, the world famous DJ D-Greatest. owner of the Gutio, master of the love, Sunday and Monday Love Jones. Peace out. Follow the brother, and every time he launches a show, you'll get a notification for good music, good entertainment, and then he actually talks about real poignant issues as well. Good brother. Big ups to D. I'm gonna give him another handshake. Even though I don't know my own phone number, let me put it back in here. I made a mistake and gave y'all the wrong number. No wonder y'all was getting the wrong number, because I got a mild case of dyslexia. But I just got cured. And the number 773-797-2409. That is 773-797-2409. Holla at your boy. If you want to be like Tiffany, track and field, sports and heels, and my man DJ D Great. Yeah, I cracked on you again, Tiffany. I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy. But like I was saying, man, I gotta give them props, but they just be overdoing it. And when you listen to people like Paul Feinbaum, when you listen to people like Dan Orlowski, they always making excuses for other communities. And that's why people like D Gray, who's a fair-minded person, he hears them and then he hears the other side, and he's a fair-minded person and they're biased in one direction. The reason, you know what, I already noticed that, but what really brought this to my attention, one time they were doing a roundtable on ESPN, and they had a couple of brothers, Jamil Hill, and they had this sports psychologist, and he said sports casting is inherently racist because white guys give white guys exceptions and they damn black guys. And since I heard them say it, and I listen now, and every time they open their mouths, they give me affirmation. But I still got to give it up to LSU Tigers. I still got to give it up to Joe Burrow. And I even got to give it up to the Clemson Tigers for showing improvement. They not no punks. They just had a bad night. Big us all for everybody involved. Well, for you LSU fans, Joe Brady is no longer going to be your offensive coordinator, because he will be going to the Carolina Panthers. He brought it to the attention of the LSU fans today. Big ups to him. He's moving to greener pastures. Hopefully he'll continue to be successful. Hopefully he can do for what Joe Burrow did to potentially do it for what Cam Newton has to offer, and he'll potentially get a big-time coaching job somewhere. Big ups to him. He showed improved. He went from a grad assistant and moved to the top of the food chain, dominating sports at all times. With that being said, man, the National Basketball Association is El Fuego this year. You don't really have to watch the ESPN Sports Center and listen to Dan Patrick. That means on fire. It is mid-season with the national with NBA basketball. It is mid-season. Believe it or not, most teams have played 41 games in a 42-game season. That means we're halfway through. We used to consider the All-Star break halfway through, but they start the season early and they space the games out. So what we have now is a situation to whereas we're about 3 weeks ahead of where we normally were. And with that 3 weeks being ahead of schedule, this has been one of the more exciting NBA seasons that I've seen in my life. Before I get into this NBA situation, I want to address one topic. A couple days, day before yesterday, I like Rob Parker. A lot of people don't like Rob Parker from Fox Sports Net, formerly at ESPN. Me and Rob Parker talk a lot of trash on Twitter. He's an anti-LeBron guy. I'm a pro-LeBron guy, so we always go back and forth. I was picking on Rob Parker, and these jackasses have flooded my timeline, even to this very moment, 16 hours later, with inundating my timeline with LeBron James versus Michael Jordan conversation. I wish all they ass jump in the lake. I don't even want them to listen to my show. Just stop talking about that shit. You talk about somebody's damn opinion. Who cares? If Michael Jordan don't play no more. If Michael Jordan old enough to be LeBron James' dad, ask him to play on the night he kick his ass. So you can't go back in time unless you got a DeLorean that don't any of us have. I don't want to hear about that no more. Back to the story. The NBA has been on fire this year, and the dude who is burning the brightest is Giannis Antetokounmpo. This is to give affirmation to what the homie Tiffany Sports and Hills is just saying. There's no reporting on actual stories. There's no talking about actual goings on in the NBA. How about this? How many people listen to this show or listen to this show in the future, built for this network, the End of the Bench podcast hosted by yours truly, HRap? How many of you people actually know that the Milwaukee Bucks at 35-6, at the midway point of the season, they are on pace to win 70 games? This is not even a story. See, we keep talking about LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, this dude, that dude, is hot, it's cold, it's blue, it's black, it's gray. Well, we are missing out on one of the greatest seasons in NBA history. The Milwaukee Bucks are on pace to win 70 games. If you don't win on the pace to win 70 games, it's nothing to win an additional 3. They're 10-0 in their division. They're 17-4 away. They're 18-2 at home. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and they're 8 out of their last 10. This is a team that has won games with and without Giannis Antetokounmpo, with and without Eric Bledsoe, and they are kicking ass and taking names. Coach Boonhauser is killing the game. Much love. They've tricked my man Giannis Antetokounmpo into they tricked him into this 3-point shot. I sent him a text the other day, a tweet the other day with a video of the great Bob McAdoo, and told him this is who you need to be playing like. Get you a mid-range game, get your Dwayne Wade, old Kobe on, and you will be unstoppable. But even though, yes indeed, Tiffany, the Bucks are balling. Nobody's talking about that. We talking about Giannis. We talking about this and we talking about that. We talking about Embiid's finger. We talking about load management. But we are allowing one of the greatest stories in today's modern sport to go right up under our nose. The Milwaukee Bucks balling out of control. They're in the first place. They got the best record in the NBA. Big ups to the Milwaukee Bucks. And since mainstream media likes turmoil and gossip and keeping bullshit going, why don't y'all get the bullshit about Kyrie Irving leaving the Boston Celtics, and now they have the second best record in the East. With Kyrie, without Kyrie, they balling. With Kyrie, without Kyrie, they balling. With Kyrie, the Nets, 18-20. Without him, they made the playoffs last year. They are in the 8th seed, but if you add the likes of a talent of a Kyrie Irving, you should not be the 8th seed. I understand he's been gone a month. I understand Spencer Dinwiddie and a couple of other major players and LeVert have been hurt. But if you add that type of stuff to your team, I understand that KD ain't been there, but y'all knew Kyrie Irving was all HMO. Y'all should have signed him anyway. But big ups to the Boston Celtics, even though I hate everything Boston, they kicking ass too. Another team that nobody saw coming was the Miami Heat. Me personally, I got to go ahead and give myself this 1 second. I got to go ahead and diss me, HRap. I got to diss me, and I have to tell me, HRap, I'm gonna need you to
sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
Cause I dissed Jimmy Butler, man. I dissed Jimmy Butler when he went down to Miami. And I said, oh man, he just chasing money, talking this winning stuff. And the Miami Heat are kicking ass and taking names. Coach Eric Spoelstra got them hooping. He got them doing the damn thing. He ain't trying to hit none of that. He told me, HRap, I'm gonna need you to find the nearest chair, stop dissing us, and
sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
And I said, all right, Coach Spo, because Coach Spo got them the number 3 seed in the National Basketball Association. Big ups to them. Another team everybody thought was gonna fall off like bad dope, the Toronto Raptors. Pascal Siakam, Fred VanVleet, my man Kyle Lowry, they all been kicking ass and taking names. Obviously, my man Dwayne Casey was doing something that was not working, and now it is working. And I don't know, man. He got them balling, so I got to get him big ups. And big ups to every team in the Eastern Conference that's doing the damn thing. Everybody know about the Philadelphia 76ers. The homie Joel Embiid dislocated his finger. He out. They trying to say Ben Simmons ain't gonna be on nothing. We shall see. The Orlando Magic and the Brooklyn Nets are pulling up the rear, and if they don't watch out, them sorry ass Chicago Bulls, my Chicago Bulls, they gonna mess around and make the playoffs. And it's a real pitiful situation. That's all I have to say. But now, when we go out west, I'm waiting for the naysayers to jump out the trick bag and start dissing the homie LeBron James. Y'all know that's coming. The West is whack. See, he only that because he knew they was gonna fall off. So now LeBron James is a damn fortune teller, but it's not. LeBron James, Anthony Davis, Rob Pelinka, Jenny Buss, big ups to all of them because they doing the damn thing out there in LA. Look, you told LeBron to go west, he out west, he kicking ass, taking names. Anthony Davis doing the damn thing. Big ups to the Lakers, man. See, this is why the people who don't like LeBron, oh man, fuck LeBron. You missing the show. I ain't telling you no more. I would never tell anybody to pay attention and enjoy LeBron James again. He being mad at him. Don't watch the games he watching. And don't talk to me about sports because you don't know what the hell you talking about. Talking about, well, he choked in 2010. Okay, good. Don't watch no more. Another team that's kicking ass. Everybody said it wouldn't work. They're in the top 4 seed right now in the Western Conference. They're the Houston Rockets. James Harden and his homeboy Russell Westbrook. Only thing I don't like about Westbrook does not think his way through the game. And he putting himself in a bad situation. I don't like that. But otherwise, he killing the Houston Rockets and my man James Harden. Everybody know James Harden is my man. But until he take that pillow out of his throat to stop choking, I ain't trying to hear nothing about no damn playoffs and all that other shit. Anybody can make the playoffs. I ain't trying to hear it. But the biggest surprise in the Western Conference this year is Oklahoma City Thunder. All y'all who said CP3 Chris Paul was washed, all y'all say, why he got a spot? He ain't shit no more. Well, Chris Paul is telling people he is shit. If that's what you really want to do. You really want to be shit. But anyway, Chris Paul is telling people, look, y'all thought I was washed. I was in that goofy ass Mike D'Antoni system, and I'm back. He got the Oklahoma City Thunder sitting in the 7th seed, 23-17. They looking like they on a crash course with the Denver Nuggets. It's going to be very interesting. And a team that people big up all year before the season started. And they are looking very good, but not as good as we thought. It's the Los Angeles Clippers. Everybody said LeBron is in his 17th year. How's he going to last? Yada, 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 this, that, and the third. Well, we are failed. See, this is how the media tricks you. If LeBron is about to fall off and he's always injured, when was the last time Paul George played 82 games? When was the last time Kawhi Leonard played 82 games? Both of those men are younger than LeBron, but they stay hurt. I don't care what you think. When LeBron James is using that antimanium, and he got some of that shit that the Black Panther was using, because whatever happens to him, he heals up real quick, and he be right on path for kicking ass and taking ass. So big ups to LeBron, big ups to Western Conference. This is going to be very interesting. And because this is the mid-season, I'm handing out the HRap B, Eastern Conference and Western Conference All-Stars. And if the awards were handed out today, this is these are the people who will get. First of all, the Eastern Conference All-Star starters will be Joel Embiid at the 5, Giannis Antetokounmpo at the 4, Jason Tatum at the 3, Kyle Lowry at the 2, and Jimmy Butler at the 1. That would be the HRap B All-Star starting 5. I understand that y'all might think different again. You have the ability to give your boy a call, 773-797-2409 if you agree, disagree, or just want to participate. And in the Eastern Conference, you got the Kang and I, AD, and LeBron James. You got Nikola Jokic, the Joker, at the center. And my man James, I ain't never seen a shot I wouldn't take hard. Step back king. He stole your name, Mukadeen. He the step back king. You the 2-step king. And of course, the aforementioned Chris Paul will be the starting 5 of the Western Conference All-Stars. Now, if I had to hand out an MVP as of today, it would be Giannis Antetokounmpo. Since I'm gonna use their metrics, they got the best record. He playing the best. He didn't add the jumper to his game. Personally, I think he needs to get a mid-range instead of the 3. Why are you 6'11", shooting from 22 feet away from the rim, which is stupid? Get you a 16-foot shot, and when they build that wall around the rim, you just jump. Pretty much drop it in. You need to be at Kareem house and get your sky hook on, but that's neither here nor there. I ain't trying to hear. Next up, Defensive Player of the Year, straight out of Chicago's West Side. It's my man Anthony Davis for the Defensive Player of the Year. For the season ended today. Right now, I'm going to go with Coach Spoelstra. Eric Spoelstra will be the Coach of the Year. Nobody saw the Miami Heat come out. Do they have the best record in the league? No. But they are playing some big-time basketball. And I would go to my grave saying Jimmy Butler is a number 2 man, not a number 1 man. But Jimmy Butler is the leader of that pack. He got them hooping. He the heart and soul of that team. Big up to Jimmy Butler. And Coach Ball. 6 man of the year will go to 1 Dwight Howard. Everybody, oh man, they was cracking the sexuality jokes about him last year. He was finished. He was washed. There even was a story out there that said Dwight Howard, when he was traded from the Atlanta Hawks to the Brooklyn Nets, his teammates stood up and applauded. To the Charlotte Hornets, his teammates stood up and applauded. Then he got traded from the Charlotte Hornets to the Brooklyn Nets, and they applauded there as well. He's been labeled a cancer somehow, some way, something that people never give him credit for. Dwight Howard is the teammate of the week at this point. LeBron James seems to have put him in a good space, and I'm hoping LeBron James, in some kind of way, they get my man Melo down there, because y'all know I'm a big time Melo fan. They get Melo down there. It's church on the move, you ask me. Get Melo in Los Angeles, and then they win a championship. Melo retire, Dwight Howard retire, everybody happy, and the LeBron haters saying they fixed it again. Question: for those who always say sports is fixed, why you watch? That's a rhetorical question. I don't even know why I asked it, but I just want to know why you watch. If it's fixed, basically you watching power. You watching power, and you just like seeing men run up and down the court sweating. I'm just saying. But executive of the year, most improved player is Pascal Siakam. He is gonna be, in my opinion, he will be an all-star this year, and he kicking ass and taking names. And the Toronto Raptors may not be a championship team, but they are definitely a playoff contender. They have been falling off a lot. And this put on the shoulder of Pascal Siakam, my man Fred VanVleet, and Kyle Lowry. But executive of the year, I understand a lot of people seen a lot of moves made. This guy was traded here and that guy was traded there. But what I will let you know is this: Rob Pelinka got the shaft. Kawhi Leonard bust the move, did what he wanted to do. Big ups to Kawhi Leonard. Love that move. Do what's important to you. But what he also did was this: by doing what was best for him, he left the Lakers holding the bag. The Lakers then scrambled and got Danny Davis, or whatever his name is, 3-point shooting dude. They kept Continuous Caldwell Pope. They got AD, and they signed a host of other guys like Boogie Cousins and others, and they kept it cracking. Now the Lakers got the second best record in the NBA. Anthony Davis hurt, LeBron still holding it down. It's looking good for the Lakers. I don't know if they're gonna win, but they looking good. So he get the executive of the year, and big up to him. I'm gonna give y'all these National Basketball Association power rankings, and then we're gonna move on to football, because I got a lot to unpack on this football scene. A lot of things have been said over the last 7 days in regards to football, and I'm pissed off about it. So I needed as much time as humanly possible, because this is some straight whoppy doppy. Because it's like, man, why y'all even playing? It don't make no sense, man. I ain't trying to get none of this nonsense they kicking. The ballistics they kicking is about to be some blanks. I ain't trying to do it. With that being said, the Dallas Mavericks moved down. They lost a couple games. Luka Doncic can't hold it down by himself. They're 23-13. They were number 8. They were number 8, now they're number 10. Big ups to the Dallas Mavericks. The number 9 Utah Jazz moved up 2 spots from number 11 last week. The Denver Nuggets, they moved from 6 to 8. The Toronto Raptors maintained 7-7. It's the God hour. The Houston Rockets moved up from 9 to 6. The Miami Heat dropped because they lost a couple games from 2 to 5. The Clippers moved from 3 to 4. The Boston Celtics made a tremendous jump from 5 to 3. The Los Angeles Lakers moved from 4 to 2, and the Milwaukee Bucks maintained status quo, being the number 1 team in the world. Damn, no Golden State. Hey, I got hey, that's what man DJ Knox said, jokingly said, no Golden State. But hey, check this out, y'all. If Steph Curry and Klay come back in time, let me look at this record before I make a complete ass of myself. I'm not gonna make a complete ass of myself, but I'm gonna make a semi-ass of myself with this prediction I'm about to make. Y'all heard it. Y'all hear it on the end of the bench first. I don't want to hear about no Stephen A, Stephen B, Stephen C. None of them do. The Golden State Warriors ain't got a snowball chance to finish doing what I was gonna predict. But I'm gonna still predict. If they get on a roll and win 5 of the next 7 games, if Steph and Klay come back, they making the playoffs. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on out on the leg. Talk crazy if you want to, if you have to, if you need to. I don't care, but I'm gonna say that if Steph and Klay get healthy, it's on like a pot of netball. That's all I'm gonna say. But and that ends the basketball segment with just a little time to go. With that being said, I have a tremendous bone to pick with the with football fans all together. First thing I want to talk about is this XFL, and that's going to lead me into my second story too. Donald Trump supporter, I'm going to say it again, Donald Trump supporter Vince McMahon is starting this league. Look, I understand the malarkey that people say, well, I've been watching football my whole life, this is part of me, I ain't really tripping on the fact that they run by racists. Okay, it is part of you. You and your father did. You have some sentimental value when it comes to the National Football League. I get it. I don't have no heaven or hell to put you in, no way. I ain't judging. But if, I will be judging you if I catch you watching this XFL. This is the first and very last time you'll ever hear me talking about this league, because Vince McMahon is an open Trump supporter, and he was running around here talking that ain't nobody in my league gonna kneel stuff. So, seeing how you don't give a damn about what's going on in my community, I don't give a damn about your athletic event. I know Fox is gonna be promoting it. I don't give a fuck if Fox, Dog, Elephant, or any other damn TV channel with a damn peacock, any of y'all. I'm not watching that shit. Because anytime you openly profess that you support a racist, a bigot, and a hate monger, I ain't got time to be supporting that, because that's like supporting the hell slapped out you. So we can play and pretend and act like we don't understand what this means. Look, I get it, man. And I'm not going to judge none of them brothers who go into the league, but I am going to look at your side eye. Because you know what? I get it. Cardale Jones and the other dudes that they promoting. Look, it's cool, man. You trying to make it back to the big time. You trying to get some of that big money. I get it. But I'm going to be honest with you, man. If they don't bring back NFL Europe or some type of football league sanctioned by the National Football League and the biggest, I ain't going to be signing up with no new biggest. I suggest we keep the whole steady with the same old biggest. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to make yourself, you're going to subject yourself to being entertained by bigots, keep it with the NFL. Why would you make another dude richer and support another league exploiting you? How that leads into my next story is this. Last night, I was thoroughly disappointed at the LSU fans and the people in that damn Superdome. This is why I think we should make sure we send our children, not our big-time athletes, to HBCU. I don't know about y'all, but I was very uncomfortable watching the fans in that Superdome cheer the President of the United States of America. So the next time y'all telling me about, not everybody thinks that way. We just saw 100,000 people cheer for a dude who kidnapping babies at the border, who said we from shithole countries and disrespected everything that is right in this country. And they cheered him. So when you wonder how he get reelected possibly, and you wonder why police shooting at people, why things don't ever go your way, this is the reason. Because the vast majority of the people in this country are up with their bullshit, rich and poor. So, I mean, you can look at me and say, hey, yo, Rap, you sound kind of racist. No, I don't. No, I do not. I don't sound racist. I just saw what I saw last night. I saw a dude who is anti-everything allegedly this country stands for, and I saw a stadium full of people cheer him on. And if you don't believe that, all you have to do is go see the beginning of the game. Nobody on these sports shows talked about it. I bet you they talked about it on my man Joe Madison, the Black Eagle, and my girl Karen Hunter show today. I listen to those shows daily. Very, very poignant topics to talk about, things that me and you need to hear about. It's on Sirius Satellite Radio. It only costs $10 a month, y'all. Put on the phone. But I didn't like it, and it is even more reason why people like Thad Maker, his nephew, is considering going to Howard. Because, man, if we are constantly surrounded by people who hate us, we need to be circling the wagons like in the cowboy movies and be prepared to fend off all this hate. I'm just saying, man. If you cheering that dude, that means you booing me. Again, if you are cheering that dude, you are booing me. I don't know how I would have felt being an LSU Tiger and have people in that stadium who are rooting for me cheer him. You can draw any conclusion you like. You can assume anything about me you like. But I'm just saying, that was some BS. If you don't see his BS, then I understand. I mean, I don't expect everybody to agree with me. I don't expect people to see it my way. I get it, man. I really do get it. And I'm not judging you because you don't see it my way. I'm just saying I see it one way. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't have a problem with being wrong. You don't get paid for being right in this world. Either you could be right or you could just keep it moving. I mean, I'm sorry. But now to the football league, man. The National Football League wild card divisional playoffs is this weekend. It was awesome as usual. But I was teasing the homie Tiffany Sports and Hills earlier when her Ravens went head to head with the Tennessee Tuxedos. Yeah, I call them the Tennessee Tuxedos because they was making fun of Lamar Jackson and my man Ingram. I thought that was some sucker shit, but I guess it is what it is. But everybody was like, is this the referendum on how to beat Lamar Jackson? No, it is not. You have people who coming out saying, see, Lamar Jackson isn't what we thought he was. Yes, he is. Oh, this is his second year in the playoffs, yada, yada, yada. First of all, how would you count that last year when Lamar Jackson came into the season last year as a project? Joe Flacco folded like a damn banquet chair, and they stuck him into an offense that he was not comfortable with, and he was still trying to learn, and he still took him to the playoffs. In my personal opinion, the reason the Baltimore Ravens lost this weekend is not because Lamar Jackson isn't who we thought he was. It's because John Harbaugh made a fatal mistake. He made the same mistake that Mike Shanahan made a few years back, well, actually 20 years ago. In 1999, he allowed Shannon Sharp, 1997, he allowed Shannon Sharp, John Elway, Terrell Davis, and that crew to take 3 weeks off, came out there, took the Jaguars light, and they boat raced them. Mark Brunell, Taylor, McCaffrey, what's his name? My son, Keenan McCardell, and my man Smith. They got smoked. They smoked them. Natron Mims used to also the running back there as well. They was running over the Denver Broncos. Look, here's the thing. This Lamar Jackson if you want, but it was awful strange. This is what I was talking about. I was going to tell my brother D-Grade about. It's awful strange that Trevor Lawrence is going to be able to go back to the lab with Dabo and get better next year because he's only a sophomore. But this is the sophomore season of Lamar Jackson, and he's not going to get better. It's the memorandum or the referendum on how to defeat him. He don't get a chance to grow. Look, 365 days ago, y'all told me Lamar Jackson wasn't going to be shit. Look at him. See? He ain't shit, but now he the MVP. Oh, he can't do this, but he did it. Look, this dude is learning how to play professional football. He has played, if I'm not mistaken, he's played 25 games. Now, if you telling me that John Elway after 25 games was the man, then okay, cool. If you telling me Dan Marino was the man after 25 games, then okay, cool. If you telling me that Joe Montana was the man after 25 games, then okay, cool. Lamar Jackson ain't gonna be shit. But me, you, and anybody who's ever watched anything in regards to sports, you and I know that you and I both know that it takes some time to grow. Now, those other dudes, they came up in pro-style offenses, and they realized that they knew how to play the position in an NFL caliber, from an NFL standpoint. Lamar's still learning it. So why would you get a dude who's learning NFL football and give him 3 weeks off? I understand he was nicked up. Look, it was really 4 weeks off because Tiffany Sports and Hills can attest to this because she's a Raven fan. The 4th week, he had the flu, so he couldn't practice as much, and he didn't play as much in that game. Then they gave him a week off. Bad move, if you ask me, because if I'm learning, I need to be taking reps and maintaining momentum. Then you off naturally with the bye week, and then you run up on him this week, and y'all got smoked. And if you don't believe me, all you have to do is look at the game. His balls were sailing high. That's due to lack of rhythm. His balls were out in front of people instead of hitting them in pocket like he was doing all year. Again, rhythm. And it wasn't just him out of rhythm. There was the defense out of rhythm. There was the tight ends out of rhythm. I heard all this stuff. See, why was he always throwing it to the tight ends? Because those is his number one targets throughout the entire season. If you never watch, this is why you got to stop watching. You got to stop listening to the game and start watching. Lamar Jackson used his tight ends more than anybody in the National Football League. If you have heard any coach in the history of the game speak, you've heard every coach say the tight end is the young quarterback's best friend. So, if the tight end is the young quarterback's best friend, why the hell wouldn't he hit his tight end? What Mike Vrabel did was packed in the middle of the field and slowed down the run. That's how you were able to beat them, and they were out of rhythm. The thing is, somebody needs to sit him down and say, hey, damn the racism, play your game. That was the beauty in Kaepernick. Kaepernick never shied away from it. You remember when he smoked Green Bay with 130-something yards passing, 170-something yards passing, 130-something yards rushing? He wasn't afraid to be a running quarterback. They have brainwashed these young quarterbacks, these young athletic quarterbacks, except Allen. They don't mind him running. They don't want Josh to run. They don't want Lamar to run. See, this is the bullshit I'm talking about. They were talking about Lamar like he didn't go from shit to sugar last year, and now the motherfucker's gonna go to brown sugar next year. He can't help but get better. Is he gonna put up these numbers? No, he's not. But guess what? The dudes y'all say the greatest quarterback in the league right now, he didn't give you 50 touchdowns and 5,000 yards this year either. It's a learning process. You have to consistently do something. If you are a musician, they tell you if you miss 1 day of practice, it's like missing a week. So if you miss 3 weeks of playing professional quarterback and you are playing and you are learning a new style of play, you're gonna come back out of sync, and you're not going to win the game. This is another reason why I beg you guys to stop reading stats. I'll say it again. Fuck the stats, y'all. The stats they are a lot. It's like a bikini. The stats show you a lot, but they don't show you everything. Yeah, Lamar Jackson had 300 yards passing and 150 yards rushing. As Shannon Sharp say, empty calories, because it doesn't show that he struggled most of the game. His accuracy was off and he was out of rhythm. The Ravens were out of rhythm. They were punking out against King Henry. They were punking out. It was like when Eddie George used to punk people out. This is why the best thing this is the only team I ever seen when they lose in the playoffs and people don't say this might be a good thing, because next year Ingram ain't gonna be hyping it up when Lamar Jackson comes to the podium. Lamar is gonna understand the bitter taste of loss. Loss in sports is not a good thing to experience, but in regards to your psyche, it's an awesome thing, man, because when you lose, when you are anticipated to win, that shit burns like nothing else. And for all y'all to think these damn Tennessee Titans are the truth, boy, that's a lie. They are truth if you saying they losing by 3 touchdowns this weekend. Oh man, they gonna be running King Henry and he gonna be unstoppable. Bruh, that quarterback ain't shit. And if you don't think look, ain't nobody scared of Rex Grossman. If you old enough to be me, ain't nobody scared of Dieter Brock, who used to be the quarterback of the Rams. Ain't nobody scared of Brad Johnson. Wasn't nobody scared of Trent Dilfer. The difference is those teams had monster defenses. They got a solid defense down there. And they don't have the horses to deal with them Kansas City Chiefs ball players. It ain't about the X's and the O's this time. It's about the Willies and the Joes. And they got too many Willies and too many Joes to keep up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, speaking of Kansas City Chiefs, let's talk about this dumbass coach called Bill O'Brien, who is ruining my man Deshaun Watson's career. Bill O'Brien is the dumbest fucking coach in the National Football League. I ain't one of these dudes on ESPN talking about, well, I ain't calling for nobody's job. I'm calling for his job. Blood needs to be fired. Going back up there with Bill Belichick, like the other assistants do, and coach the wide receivers where the homeboy with the Giants went to. Because you suck as a head coach. This is a dude who had a team by the throat, and you could have kicked. You can literally see when they went for that field goal instead of going for it on 4th and 1. That's the lack of confidence. That's what why Coach Harbaugh kept going for, which was a mistake as well, because he should have been kicking field goals, putting pressure on them, making them throw the ball to their garbage ass quarterback. If he'd have been throwing the ball to the garbage ass quarterback, their quarterback would have hit a wide open linebacker. It'd have been a pick six, and we'd be watching Deshaun. We'd have been watching Lamar versus Patrick. But that's neither here nor there. Back to Bill O'Brien. He let the wind out of the sails. He kicked the field goal when his team clearly wanted to go for it. You on the 2-yard line, fam. You'd have made them go 98 yards. And they'd have been like, sorry, he had confidence in us. But they didn't do that. And then this dude goes for this dumbass fake field goal when you already got your team teetering on freaking the momentum. You go for this dumbass fake punt when you should have went for the other play. Blew the game wide open. Bill O'Brien is a dum-dum. He is a dum-dum. I should get that dude kazoo as a sound effect. And why'd you do that, dum-dum? Because this dude is a dumb. Fire this dude now. Save your franchise, Houston. Houston, you have a problem. Bill O'Brien is it. I'm just letting you know. Don't think it's personal, Bill. You suck as a head coach, man. I might suck as a head coach, but I'm not trying to be one. You stink at it. You didn't run the ball enough. Look, my man D-Ray called earlier, and he repeated something I always say. You run to win, you throw to score. You run to win, you throw to score. The reason I'm saying this is when you go up 24-0 and you don't have your next rusher your leading rusher does not have 22 totes or more, you are a dum-dum. How is it that you are 24 points and you know they have to throw it? You should have had JJ, overrated Watt, teeing off on LaShawn, but you didn't. Mahomes, but you didn't. You're supposed to ran the ball down their throat, but you didn't. You're supposed to juice the clock, but you did not. Why didn't you do that? Because you are a dum-dum. This is the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life. Come on, y'all. Y'all couldn't have been watching that game thinking, why you run the win, you throw the score. If they would have run the ball, if they would have simply run the ball, they would have won the game. But they didn't. Because, you know why? Because, see, you don't look like a coaching genius when you run the football. You just look like anybody could have ran the football. But you know what? Anybody could have lost too. Look, Patrick Mahomes did an excellent job. It's not like the Kansas City Chiefs were getting stifled and then he woke up and it was on. What happened was they was freaking the game. They righted the ship and then bam, it was on. But this dude not running the ball a lot, it's crazy. You are outside your damn mind, Bill O'Brien, up 24 points, and then the teams go on a 51-7 run on you. What is this, basketball? That is bananas. Watch is your quarterback have a 24-point lead and still throw the ball 52 times. Carlos Hyde ran the ball 13 times. Deshaun Watson ran the ball 6 times. Duke Johnson ran the ball once, and Julius Reed ran the ball once. 21 carries, and you were up 24 points. That game was supposed to be an hour and a half long. They supposed to be talking about firing Andy Reid. But because he was coaching against a dum-dum, it didn't happen. How is it that you and a team that you had a 24-point lead on have the same amount of rushes? And they have more rushing yards than you. And they couldn't run the ball because they was down 24. He needs to be fired. I would have went to the offensive coordinator and Bill O'Brien. I'd have said, you fired and you drive him home. There is no way Bill O'Brien is supposed to still be employed in 2020. He would have been blind. He would have been blind to the fact of having a job. Again, if you disagree, agree, or want to participate in the show, 773-797-2409. Bill O'Brien should be unemployed. Because guess what? James Caldwell was in Detroit. In Detroit for 4 years, made 2 playoffs, and they let him go. Lovie Smith won 10 games. 10 games, and the Bears fired him. How is it that Lovie Smith wins 10 games and get fired? Bill O'Brien, master of the blown playoff game, and he keeps his job. He keeps his job. That dude needs to be fired yesterday. They told him they should have walked into the press conference. You got your hat, get your coat, motherfucker, out of here. But they didn't. They did. Next up is my man RC's Minnesota Vikings against the 49ers. Bruh,
What we talking about, niggas?
whoever the Minnesota general manager needs to be soap socks. If you don't know what a soap sock is, watch Full Metal Jacket, and when they beat Gomer pile up in his bed and beat him with them socks and soap. That's what that needs to happen to the office to the general manager of the Minnesota Vikings, because they gave Kirk Cousins $80 million, and I promise you, I could hit those same DBs, I could hit those same linebackers, and I could throw those same interceptions his ass did. I promise you, this dude is making $80 million, and he finished the game with 172 yards passing and 1 touchdown. He should play next season in a ski mask. They play in a dome. He should play next season in a ski mask because he is stealing. He is flat out stealing. Remember, all the people on TV last week, oh no, he finally got over the hump. He finally won the big game. He finally ain't shit. Kirk Cousins is stealing.
What we talking about, nigga?
How in the fuck do you go against Minnesota Vikings, one of the best and most explosive running backs in the league, and they got 9 rushes out of Dalvin Cook? The San Francisco 49ers don't have an explosive offense, but you know what? I keep saying, you run the win, you throw the score. You run the win, you throw the score. The Minnesota Vikings, 10 carries. Dalvin Cook and Alexander Madison, 10 carries. San Francisco 49ers just happened to win by 17 points. 47 carries for 186 yards. Jimmy G, 131 yards, and y'all win by 17. Bruh, stop. Stop it, bruh. Stop it. The offensive coordinator got another job. Boy, you talk about, you got the complexion for the protection. Y'all got to be outside y'all damn mind telling me that dude needs that job. That's a whole nother show, man. I'm not trying to hit that shit. Man. Y'all sound crazy as Richard Speck talking about this dude keep his job. Look, then they got the homie Zimmerman up there talking about they might fire him. Fire the dude who signed Kirk Cousins. That's who you fire. You need to be on the phone with Teddy Bridgewater's agent saying, look, Kirk Cousins, we're going to kill him after this press conference. We're killing Kirk Cousins, and we need you to come on back up to Minnesota, Teddy. Because this is flat out bananas. This dude is throwing the football for 5.9 yards an attempt. And Tevin Coleman and Raheem Mostert rushed for 4.8. So the damn running backs on the other team is running farther than this bum is throwing. Come on, man. Stop it. As a matter of fact, you only got this dude by 65 yards and you was throwing the damn ball. Kirk Cousins is stealing. They need to call the police in Minnesota because he is stealing. He should play the rest of his games in a damn ski mask. That dude is stealing, y'all. Kirk Cousins is stealing. This is crazy. I'm telling you, I'm just as horrible at quarterback as Kirk Cousins. And y'all could get me for a wet look. I'll do this shit for 20 minutes. Because if you just need somebody to blow the damn game, I got you. Just get to your man Rap, get to HRap B. I promise you, I'm that bad. I know I'm that bad. And I'm 49. I'm that bad at quarterback. I suck at quarterback. And so does Kirk Cousins. He is horrible. That leads me to the last game of the week, which was Russell Wilson against Aaron Rodgers. Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks against Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Look, this was a very good game if you ask me. This came down to, this was two quarterbacks duking it out. And if you look at the balance, you'll see what I mean. Green Bay Packers 30 rushes, Seattle 24. Seattle was playing from behind, so of course they had less rushing. Russell Wilson threw the ball 31 times. Aaron Rodgers threw it 27 times. This is what coaching looks like, people. Aaron Rodgers, 9 yards an attempt. Russell Wilson, 8.9 attempt. This is what football looks like. The Seattle Seahawks, 110 yards rushing. Green Bay Packers, 109 yards rushing. 28-23. This is what good, well-coached football looks like. I'm not here to be ball watching Aaron Rodgers, because I'm not going to do that. It's enough people on TV doing that shit. I don't know why the people at LSU why people at LSU is the best college football team ever. They better go watch the 1999 Nebraska 153 points a game. Shout out to Chuck, man. Boy, Chuck, we talked about that early, and everybody who knows anything about football is in total agreement with you. Big ups to my man. But yeah, this is what football should look like. Hey, by the way, for those who are listening to my show on a weekly basis, I suggest you go back to around August 16th, 17th. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what day to go back to. Go back to August. Go back to August around the 3rd, August 12th, or somewhere around in that area, and listen to my show, because I told y'all. And I ain't gonna do a whole lot of patting myself on the back. I ain't gonna break my arm patting myself on the back. But I told y'all, this will be the year of the running game. The running game will return. If you don't believe me, team with the best record in the National Football League, Baltimore Ravens, ran the football. The Buffalo Bills ran the football. The Patriots, they played the Rudies in that division, but they still were able to run the football. The last time the Patriots looked good is when Bill Belichick used the hell out of Sonny Michel. This is checkers, not chess. This is checkers, not chess. Keep listening to these people. Keep listening to these people and falling for the banana in the tailpipe. It's a passing league. It's a passing league. This is gonna be 30 degrees outside. Ain't nobody running real fast when it's 30. You can be he run a 4.140. You can run a 3.140. When it's 30 degrees, your ass running a 4.840, and you're not trying to get tackled. That's why it will always be a running situation. San Francisco, Minnesota, it's gonna be cold at either one of them. You ain't throwing it nowhere. You can love the hell out of Joe Montana if you want, but guess why he used to win? Wendell Tyler, then Roger Craig, then my man Ricky Watts, Walter Payton and the Bears, Joe Morris and the Giants, Calvin Bryant and Washington. With the Redskins, I could go on and on and on and on. And hey, look, let's go to some of those teams that, they used to kick it. They used to kill it back in the day, like the Dolphins. Man, Marino was cold. No running back. Oh, Dan Fouts was the shit. No running back. That's why they never played. Warren Moon, no better deep ball thrower in the history of the league. No running back. It's a reoccurring theme. Now, look at teams now. Didn't run the hell out of my man Ezekiel Elliott, Cowboys at the crib. Didn't run the man shit out of Saquon Barkley, Giants at the crib. Philadelphia Eagles, they running back, they at the crib. Todd Gurley won right, the Rams at the crib. It's a reoccurring thing, but y'all look, I'm finna tell y'all the secret to the ooze when it comes to this, y'all. The reason they telling you it's the running game, it's a running game, it's a running game, it's a running game, it's because they make money off fantasy football. If you don't understand what I'm saying, I'm going to break it down to you. Fantasy football gets your uncle, cousin, niece, retarded nephew, or whoever watching football because they're playing fantasy. Now they sitting their ass in front of football. They're going to Yahoo Sports. They're going to all of these venues in which you can participate in fantasy sports. The NFL gets revenue from that. And when they get revenue from that, they put more money in their pocket. That's why they keep saying pass, pass, pass. Because they keep making money off fantasy football because you get the most points off passes. Bears, they didn't run the ball. Lions don't run the ball. All of a sudden, the Green Bay Packers go from the 28th rushing team to the 15th rushing team. Lo and behold, they not only in the playoffs, they're in the championship game. Everybody said Seattle ain't gonna be shit. They ran the hell out of the ball with Carson and that rookie. They in the mix. It's simple, y'all. It is simple. If you run the football, look, the Kansas City Chiefs are unstoppable offense. But when Williams and that other dude was gone, they was looking real shaky. He back, it's on. Shady McCoy is on. Yeah, he playing. He got about. He might have a game and a half left in him, but they gonna run that game up out of him. Why is Phillip Rivers hitting them wide open linebackers and DBs? Because they had Melvin Gordon watching all season. People, let's not fall for the nonsense. Seattle, no running backs. And Metcalf ran a 4.5 at 40 at the wide receiver position. Hey, Chuck, and that's why they ass at home. No running back. No, if you don't run the football, your ass ain't winning in football. It's a bunch of these coaches like Bill O'Brien. I said he need to be fired, but he's just all he really is a January coach. It's some of these dudes out here, they January coaches. And some of my February coaches. And what I mean by that, if you're a January coach, yeah, I get you to the playoffs, but I ain't getting you no further. If you're a February coach, I'm gonna get you to the Super Bowl. In the right situation, I'm gonna get you to the Super Bowl. Harbaugh, February coach. Belichick, February coach. Doug Peterson, February coach. Looks like the Green Bay Packers got a February coach. Sean Payton, he a February coach, but Drew Brees is freaking the game. Don't nobody want to talk about that though. We want to talk about LaShawn Jackson. We got the way to beat LaShawn Jackson. What is it? How you beat Drew Brees? Get his ass to the playoffs? Because his ass keep choking too. Y'all keep talking about LaShawn ain't getting it done. Drew Brees' ass ain't done shit in 10 years. He ain't done a damn thing in 10 years. But we got the way to beat Deshaun Jackson. I mean, Lamar Jackson. You know how you beat Drew Brees? Give his ass the ball. Because he going to give it right back to wrong color, Drew. Wrong color. See, man, this is what I was telling D-Great. See, they want to big up. See, a lot of brothers be mad at Trevor Lawrence for the wrong reasons. You mad at Trevor Lawrence because Kurt Herbstreit and that old bald-headed ass Paul Feinbaum and them other, and Dan Orlowski or bust ass, they be big up at him. And like the homie Ryan Clark and like DeMarcus Spears said this morning, he ain't got it. And hey, I get it, D-Great. A lot of people will hate on him because he's white. I'm one of them people, damn near, man. I do that. I ain't gonna lie, man. I hate on him because he's white, because you done heard your brothers get hated on so long. So when I see a white boy getting too much prop, if I see any flaw, I'm gonna put the spotlight on him. I'm guilty. So I get where they coming from, D-Great. But it's awful strange that this is the book on Lamar Jackson. And here's the crazy thing. Lamar Jackson is a year younger than Joe Burrow. I'm going to say that again. Lamar Jackson was born the year after the dude who just won a national championship. So you telling me Joe Burrow is going to hit the ground running? Hell no, because the league don't work like that. It does not work like that. So miss me with that bullshit, man. That's why he getting all the smoke, D-Great. And hey, I respect you for sticking up for him. And that's why I say I'm one of them dudes. The brothers have been hated on so long, you damn they got to hate on the white boy. But then, you know what? We got to stop doing that, because then we just like them old biased dickheads on TV. Because look, check this out. I heard a dude say this. Lamar Jackson got 3 touchdowns and 6 interceptions in 2 playoff games. See? He ain't, he need to get it together. After 2 playoff games, Peyton Manning had 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. And he was supposed to be a golden child. So how's Lamar worse than the golden child? Because everybody was saying he needs to be a wide receiver. See? That's that bullshit, man. Again, if you agree, disagree, want to participate in the show, holler at your boy 773. 797-2409. 773-797-2409. This is what I'm talking about. This is why cats like me and cats like others, they be hating on the boy, but I ain't hating on him because I like the players more than the team. Of course, if you ask me who I root for the Chicago Bears, and my favorite team on earth is the Oakland Raiders, soon to be the Las Vegas Raiders. But I like Patrick Mahomes. But this is what I'm saying, D Great and Chuck and whoever else listening, Chuck in the chat room, chopping it up with me. This is what I'm saying. I woke up yesterday morning as a Oakland Raider fan. The Oakland Raiders hate nobody more than they hate the Chiefs. I was cheering for Patrick Mahomes. I heard this jackass Nick Wright get through talking about, he was ball washing him. Boy, I hate to call back in. Hush on up. Sports and track and heels. But Nick Wright get through ball washing Mahomes, and I was damn near hating on him, man. It's like, come on, Nick Wright. Stop it, man. Cut it out, Nick Wright. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. But that's the type of guy that'll make you not like a player. And that's why people be hating on your boy Trevor Lawrence. And that's why a lot of other dudes get hated on. So I'm trying to get better at that, but I be hating too, man. When it comes to some of this stuff, you hate by default, man. You get sucked up into the negativity, and now you can turn into a Rudy. So, but we're going to put the anti-Rudy spray on for now, and we're going to go forward, man. But, like I said, man, this weekend should be a good situation. I don't want the 49ers to win. I'm a nostalgic kind of guy. This 100 years in the NFL. It's 50 years since the merger in 1970. I'm on some nostalgic shit. Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes versus Aaron Rodgers. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs win the championship. Aaron Rodgers walk off because, by the way, I kept hearing all day and all today and all yesterday, this is the greatest upset in the history of the game. The Ravens lost. Yeah? What about when Aaron Rodgers won league MVP and was 15-1? The Giants boat raced their ass, beat their ass by $1 billion to 1. Oh, but was that the blueprint to beat Aaron Rodgers? Was that the blueprint then? No, that wasn't the blueprint. They just lost. See, this is the bullshit I'm talking about. It was just the way they just lost. But Lamar, he ain't gonna get no better. He done tapped out. Get the fuck out of here, y'all. Stop. That's some bullshit. Get the fuck all the way out of here. That's alright, because guess what? Lamar is hearing all this stuff. Remember, a year ago, y'all was calling the man 30% retired. He can't throw. He came back as league MVP. He's only going to get better. He's only going to get better. I heard people overreact to find an offensive coordinator. No, he's limited. He's limited because he's in his second year. He's only played 25 professional football games. Next season, he's going to be better. He's going to be able to read defenses better. He's going to be able to maneuver the offense better. And hopefully guys like Warren Moon, people like, he already got Vic in his ear, have a cat like Brandon Cunningham go holler at him. And it's on, man. I'm not a Raider fan. I'm just a fan of Lamar Jackson. I want the boy to win another MVP because he suck-ass dudes be hating on him. The next game, of course, I said this earlier, the Tennessee Tuxedos don't stand a chance. King Henry is the man. King Henry is the man. And King Henry, Lamar Jackson, and there's others out there. It's King Henry, Lamar Jackson, the boy, what's the white boy name with the white boy who played for Carolina, Christian McCaffrey. They are proven. The little dude who played for the Eagles, they are letting everybody in the National Football League know these scouts don't know shit. Because the dude in Philadelphia, somebody Scott, he was too small to play. Lamar was supposed to be a wide receiver. King Henry was too big. The white boy, Christian McCaffrey, he was too white. And they was wrong on all accounts. These dudes kicking ass and taking aim in the league. So guess what? NFL, miss me with your racist tendencies and give me some go head on with that bullshit. How about that? I'm gonna need all the scouts that said Lamar wasn't on nothing to grab the nearest chair, go to the nearest corner, look at the corner, stop bending over, and
Sit your ass down. Sit your ass down.
Because it's clear that y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, as usual. Lamar can't make it. Just think about how many brothers have had their careers and their dreams crushed because these dudes want to keep status quo. How many brothers and others have been cheated out of opportunities because you're not big enough? You too short, you too tall, you too left, you too right, you too up, you too down. If you can play football, come play football. Now, all week, all I've been hearing is this quarterback this and this quarterback that. Here I am finna, even though I don't have 9, this is the
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
This is the 7 best quarterbacks in the National Football. Dakota Rain Prescott is number 7. You are going to see outstanding things from Dak Prescott because now he has an imaginative coach who knows how to coach the position. Just because you played the position does not mean you know how to coach the position. This dude made Alex Smith look serviceable. This dude made Brett Favre have his highest quarterback rating, lowest interception rate, and he helped develop Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is still on the bench when this dude was hired. They reconstructed Aaron Rodgers, and he is who he is now. Nobody ever talked about how Aaron Rodgers needed to be rebuilt when he got to the Packers. Nobody talked about that. And this dude helped rebuild. So, when this dude gets to rebuilding Dak with his winners intangible, Dak Prescott will be a top quarterback in the league in every way, shape, form, or fashion. Carson Wentz, I was not on his bandwagon to the last 5 games of the season. He showed me he got something, but his ass is all HMO. He must be Kyrie Irving's cousin or something, because his ass stay hurt. But I'm going to give him number 6 position, Carson Wentz. Big ups to Carson Wentz. The aforementioned Lamar Jackson is the number 5 quarterback in the league because he's still learning. Once he learns this pro game, y'all better watch out and understand it's a 19-year-old boy who better than Lamar right now. He's coming. So all you racists and bigots that think y'all gonna stop the brothers from playing, sucks to be you. You might as well. You know what? If you hating on Lamar Jackson and you think he ain't gonna be nothing, I got something for you.
I hate you. I hate you. I don't even know you, and I hate your guts. I hope all the bad things in life happen to you and nobody else but you.
Back to the show. Now, next up is Aaron Rodgers. For all those who said, who was thinking when I was just saying with Aaron Rodgers, I hate Aaron Rodgers, I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan, Aaron Rodgers is overrated, he washed up. No. Aaron Rodgers is being used like a team player now. So if you think he washed up,
Wrong, 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 wrong. Wrong, 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 wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong.
as usual, Aaron Rodgers is doing the damn thing, still one of the best quarterbacks in the league. But if you think he's better than Deshaun Watson, he's not. Deshaun Watson is awesome in spite of his coach. He's winning in spite of his coach. Deshaun Watson is next up on the list. Anybody who knows me know I love Patrick Mahomes, boy. The boy can do it from all angles. He can do it from, he's throwing no-look passes. He can do anything he can on the football field. He running. He jumping. He don't have a ring, though. So, if you think I'm going to make him number 2,
just so very many ways for me to say this to you. Never, not in a million years, absolutely not. No way, Jose, no chance, Lance, yet, negatory, nah, and of course my own personal favorite of all time, man falling off of a cliff. No!
Because Russell Wilson is number 2 quarterback in the league, if you ask me. Russell Wilson is the man. He got a solid system behind him. He needs more talent. He needs more offensive line talent. He needs to get more pieces around him so he can dominate. I'm telling you, once you get more pieces around him, he will dominate. He will do the damn thing. Russell Wilson, number 2 quarterback on my team. And my homeboy, Patrick Mahomes, best quarterback on earth right now. Because people like Nick Wright always talking about he the best player in the league. You can't be the best player in the league and play quarterback and your motherfucking ass ain't blocking. You ain't catching. You ain't running. You ain't throwing. Everybody else do that. Other people do that. Sorry. Patrick Mahomes is the man. Big ups to Patrick Mahomes. Number 1 quarterback on earth. We got about 12 more minutes for this show, man. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in to Built for This Network. The End of the Bench podcast hosted by your main man, HRap B. HRap. Follow your boy on Instagram, HRap B, at HRap_B. Follow me on Twitter. I got these jackasses on my timeline right now talking about LeBron James. Fuck LeBron James and Michael Jordan. How about that? But back to the show. I want to give big props to a couple of dudes who made the Hall of Fame this year. Bill Cowher, the big chin, Bill Cowher, the spit and all that nonsense coming out of his face and all that. Big ups to him, man. He won a Super Bowl, went to another one. I ain't got nothing but love for Bill Cowher, but y'all gonna think I'm not when I get into this segment. Next up, a dude who should have been in the Hall of Fame. He damn near got his own curse, the Jimmy Johnson Cowboy curse. He great, he know it's real. The Cowboys, until they make amends, Jimmy Johnson getting fired by that dumbass ownership group, the Jones family, they're gonna continue to suffer, man. But Jimmy Johnson is one of the most innovative, one of the most greatest motivators, a leader of men. He knew football. He knew how to put people in the right places. He should have been in the Hall of Fame. This dude came from college. As far as I know, I don't know about nobody else. As far as I know, he was the first coach to ever go from winning a national championship, going to the pros, and then winning the Super Bowl. He's the first person to do that. It's only been 3. That's Pete Carroll, Barry Switzer, and the first to do it is Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson, for whatever reason, has taken him far too long. Most people who know football assume that Jimmy Johnson was already in the Hall of Fame, but he wasn't. And it's a travesty. Jimmy Johnson, one of the best coaches I've ever seen coach football. The players love him. He was hard ass, but he was fair. He got one of the funniest lines in the history of football. John Roper, former linebacker for the Bears, got traded to the Dallas Cowboys, fell asleep in the meeting. They said, "What do you do?" He said, "As long as he stays asleep, he can keep his job. As soon as he wake up, cut his ass." They cut John Roper. The legend continues. Jimmy Johnson should have been in the Hall of Fame. It's a travesty that he wasn't. Congratulations for going. Now, as usual, the National Football League is on bullshit. The reason I say they on bullshit, this Pro Football Hall of Fame thing is a fucking joke. My man Ken Snake Slaver, former Raider, and this is not Raider love. This is not Raider bias. It's not Raider love. This is the real, y'all. I try to keep it funky with y'all, you know. Ken the Snake Slaver died and was not in the Hall of Fame, but a lot of these Rudies made it. There's a couple people that need to be in the Hall of Fame, like my man Drew Pearson, former Cowboy superstar, wide receiver. Can't get a push-off against the Minnesota Vikings. I know my man RC in Minnesota listened. And then when I said Drew Pearson, he immediately says he pushed off. He's genetically predisposed to do that as a Viking. But they're always talking about diversity and things like that in the National Football League. If it was true diversity, Jimmy Johnson won a Super Bowl, won 2 Super Bowls, and ain't no way in hell he should. That's what you heard all week. There's no way he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. But you know what? People say Eli Manning. It's a guaranteed Hall of Fame. He won 2 Super Bowls for the New York Giants. True. He did. 1 Super Bowl MVP. True. He should be in the Hall of Fame. Everybody say he should be in the Hall of Fame. But it's 2 Raiders that are not in the Hall of Fame. It's 3 Raiders not in the Hall of Fame. The late, great Clifford Branch, number 21, one of the first, him and Bullet Bob Hayes, 2 of the first track stars to go to the NFL. Clifford Branch got 3 Super Bowl rings, not in the Hall of Fame. And the other dude is Jim Plunkett, Super Bowl MVP, Heisman Trophy winner, and 2-time Super Bowl champ. He in the Hall of Fame. Former Raider, drafted by the Patriots, traded to the Raiders, won 2 Super Bowl MVP against the Eagles, and won another Super Bowl led by league MVP Marcus Allen. Now, you could be simple-minded and say, "Oh, you just say that because they're Raiders." But show me another quarterback with 2 Super Bowls and Super Bowl MVP that ain't in the Hall of Fame. And last and most important, I usually don't do this whole multicultural thing, yada yada yada. But Tom Flores, man, how the fuck are you the first Latino coach to win a Super Bowl? And not only win 1, you won 2. And ain't nobody caping for you to be in the Hall of Fame? got nothing but love and respect for Jimmy Johnson. Got nothing but respect for Bill Cowher. He's a dope dude. He's a dude, two dudes who deservingly are in the Hall of Fame. Maybe Bill Cowher was questionable, but Bill Cowher made major contributions to the National Football League. Assistant coach, head coach, about to still, kept the Steelers thing rolling. I ain't mad at you, bro. But how the fuck is Bill Cowher in the Super Bowl with one, in Hall of Fame with one Super Bowl, and Tom Flores got two, and he ain't me. And y'all talk about adversity and all that bullshit. This is why that Rooney Rule is a joke. Tom Flores, and I'm not saying this is the greatest man. That man needs to be in the Hall of Fame. 2 Super Bowl championships as a coach. The Tuna got 2 he. What the hell has Jerry Jones done besides make money? He's a Hall of Fame money maker. What is he, a prostitute or something? Get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to think. Chris Branch is one of the only Raiders wide receivers to lead the league and receiving guys. Shout out to Joe Houston, executive producer of the Internet Spot. Yeah, man, it's a fucking travesty. And this is not Raider HRap caping for the Raiders. No, man. It's a bunch of dudes that ain't in the Hall of Fame that should have got in before my man Bill Cowher. Respect Bill Cowher. Dope coach. Maintained winning for a very long time. Kept that job. Went to a Super Bowl. And if it wasn't for O'Donnell hitting wide open Larry Brown, he probably would have won 2 Super Bowls. But he didn't, and that's what happened. But Tom Flores got 2. And he at the crib. Got respect. Man, Jimmy Johnson, one of my favorite coaches ever. His ass ain't got nothing. So, and then, hey, don't be preaching that diversity shit to me. Just pick up my check and take my black ass home. Stop lying to me, man. I don't need nobody to lie to me. Don't trick me. Don't trick me no more. Just let me get what I'm gonna get and get the fuck on out of my face. How about that? With that being said, y'all, talk about this old fake ass Rooney Rule. I might have touched on this last week. The Rooney Rule is a joke. What these bros need to start doing, man, again, I've been saying this for 4 years, 1 month. As a matter of fact, what's today's date? As a matter of fact, I've been saying this for exactly 4 years and 1 month. Because 4 years ago, I started my show on a Wednesday. At my old joint. Jimmy Johnson's definitely, Jimmy Johnson, definitely to be in the Hall of Fame. People forget Jerome, the bus, Bettis won Super Bowl for Bill Cowher. Shout out to my man, DJ Chuck out west. It's a travesty, man. I like all 3 of those dudes. Tom Flores won 2 Super Bowls, the only Latino coach to do it. Chico might win one. If y'all don't know, that's Ron Rivera. That's his nickname. He in Chicago. He played for the 85 Bears, number 59. But they call him Chico. Chico might win one. He went to one. But Tom Flores won one. And for no other reason, just to fake like you got diversity in the National Football League. Put the man there. How you doing, Susan? It's a travesty, man. But back to this joke of a rule, this Rooney Rule. Y'all got these people interviewing. The bros need to stop interviewing, or just go in and interview and go ahead. If I was a dude who had aspirations to be a coach in the national football or a football coach, I would ask myself this question: Rap, do you want to be a head coach, or do you want to be a coach in the National Football League? Because see, Eddie Robinson is respected. Protective child raper Joe Paterno is respected. Bobby Bowden is respected. Nick Saban is respected. You can go down there, Mike Singletary. Look, Mike Singletary, I'm going to say this again. To the brothers like Kenny Anderson, shout out to Coach Kenny Anderson at Fisk University. Shout out to George Lynch, coach at Spelman. Shout out to Juwan Howard, coach at the University of Michigan. But just imagine if people like Mike Singletary, Leslie Frazier, and about a whole coaching staff of brothers went to Grambling and invested $100,000 of their money into the athletic department at Grambling, and then some more brothers go to the rest of the HBCUs and just dominate. You know how hard it is to tell Mike Singletary, I don't want to go down there and go to school, or Leslie Frazier, or one of these big time brothers, Joey Porter, who got a Super Bowl ring on their hand, so you know the scouts gonna come down there and check them out. See, like I was saying earlier, these brothers y'all walking into stadiums where they cheering for Donald Trump. I guarantee you, if your ass is at the Bayou Classic, they ain't cheering for home. The bros ain't down there cheering for my man. Y'all want to cheer for him? Cool. I want to be here because I'm uncomfortable. So with that being said, y'all, the Rooney Rule is a joke. And what you really doing? We are begging for a spot on the plantation. I know that sounds a bit extreme to some of you guys, but we are. Oh, please let me help you make more money? No. Go to one of these HBCUs and get it cracking. I've got a couple topics I'm going to talk about tomorrow along these same lines. My brother going to work it out. Hosted by the number one chief rocker, Jersey Vern, and myself. Big ups to everybody for Built for This Network. I really appreciate all the listeners. Don't forget, if you missed this show, you came in the middle, beginning, middle, or the end of the show. You can always, that link that you have in your hand, you can always click it again. When the show ends, start from the very beginning. Listen to the health tips I'm giving at the beginning of the show. And every show will end with a Black History fact. Uplifting, powerful information that is part of our community that will make you feel a little more special than you already feel as a person. Remember, you can get us on Spreaker, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Castbox, Deezer, and Podcast Addicts. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in to Build for This Network. Please take that link, subscribe to the network, and we're growing slowly but surely. We really appreciate it. Monday morning, the number one chief rocker, Jersey Vern, sports and weekend recap. Myself every Tuesday, along with DJ Knox at 3:30 Central Standard. Brothers gonna work it out. Brothers gonna work it out on Wednesdays. Cheers, Roundtree, and DJ Knox on Thursdays, along with the Theory of the Culture. The Two-Step King, DJ Mooka Dean, on Thursdays. Come in, man. Enjoy yourself, man. And Friday, y'all already know DJ Knox got I'm about to slap the shit out of my boss. So I'm going to go ahead and click this link and listen to DJ Knox because I ain't got no bond. I ain't going to get no court date the Monday mix. Man, we doing a damn thing here at Built for This Network, y'all. We got good music, good content. Tomorrow's show is always to uplift our community and any other community that you're a part of. We ain't biased here, man. But we are, I wasn't going to tell you, I'm speaking directly to my people, but the information that we give you will be beneficial to any human being, anybody with a human state of mind. But I am talking directly to my people. I want y'all to go to Cigar 3, I'm fucking, trying to do it off the dome, and my dome ain't that good. Pause. Dang. CigarLife365.com, y'all. Check us out. Check the brothers out, man. It's a good situation. Brothers doing cigar reviews on YouTube. I'm gonna be a part of that show tomorrow. Then I'll be doing my show. They'll be tuning in. Good brothers, man. We here to uplift the community. We are here to uplift you, and we really appreciate the listening and tuning in to Build for This Network. Again, if you came in if you didn't listen to the beginning of the show, I want y'all to hit the play and listen to Buyer Beware, the Healthy Children Food Hoax by the Minister of Wellness, a brother by the name out of St. Louis by the name of Nathaniel Jordan. I talked to brother Nathaniel Jordan via social media. He said it was okay for me to post these wellness facts that'll help you become a healthier and more enrich you physically, mentally, because the stuff that you put in your body is killing you. Me and my brothers, DJ Mooka Dean, Cheers Roundtree, myself, DJ Knox, and the number one chief rocker, thank each and every one of you for tuning in to Build for This Network. We really appreciate it and thank you for it. I am going to drop this last nugget about COINTELPRO. Thank you for tuning in. Signing off. Keep listening for the next 7 minutes and 23 seconds, but I'm done for the night from Late Rent Loud Music Studios. This is Built for This Network. I'm HRap. This is the End of the Bench podcast. Holla at your boy. 2 fingers, 1 word. I'm out.
For many decades now, many people have spread lies about Dr. Mwana Karenga on being an FBI informant. Those claims are 100% false. One of our heroes, by the name of Geronimo Pratt, debunks this claim. Geronimo Pratt, who was, I guess you can call, an enemy of an organization called US. US was formed by Dr. Karenga and one of Malcolm X's cousins named Hakeem Jamal. I've mentioned Hakeem Jamal on a couple of my documentaries before. The first time I mentioned him was on the War on Malcolm X. Go back and check that one out. On January 17th, 1969, there was a shootout between the Black Panthers and the group US. The shootout took place on UCLA's campus. The shootout resulted in the death of Bunchy Carter. Bunchy Carter was a Black Panther and was a good friend of Geronimo Pratt's. Now listen to what I'm about to say verbatim from the mouth of Geronimo Pratt himself. We consider Karenga's US organization to be a cultural nationalist organization, so we have a common denominator. We both are nationalists. We never had antagonistic contradictions, just ideological contradictions. The pigs manipulated those contradictions to the extent that warfare jumped off. Truth is, the first casualty in war, it began when they said Karenga was a rat, but that wasn't true. Bunchy Carter and John Hoggins' death was caused by an agent creating a disturbance which caused a Panther to pull his gun out, which subsequently caused US members to pull their guns out to defend themselves. Bunchy Carter was a serious dude. Bunchy Carter was out there in LA turning gang members into revolutionary cats.
We are built for this network, for the strong, not the weak.